Most High, bless you all. Dear working team and all founders, thank you, thank you. That's more is born. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a unicorn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All passive is on. All passive is on. All passive is on. All passive is on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See you at the top, where your ears will pop. So hush, yeah, 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 yeah.
You're not going to get no scammers or anything like that. So to me, it is so phenomenal. Hey, Queen of Karma. Anyway. Queen of Karma.
Hey, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope that you're all doing very, very, very well. I'm all right. I'm a little tired, but I'm here. Hello, Wes. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. Albs is here. Pink hand waving to everyone. We have Next Level here. Staccato is here. I feel like a teacher. Please say present. Say present if you are here, please. Thank you. Andy is here. Good to see you. I hope you're also having a great day. Violet is here. Hello, Violet. Happy MLM Monday. Salami is here. Good to see you. We have Devil's Advocate here. Unpassive Dildo Bot, which, I mean, if you're going to I don't get that one. I don't think it'll do the job. I'll just say it. I will just say it. So today we're doing kind of a little update on what's been going on with Unpassive, although I haven't really stopped talking about them all week. We got some funny stuff going on. So it appears that Redfern has just like disappeared, or I don't know what's going on with him. He's busy doing in real life stuff, so we'll check in with him. Chris is doing his road trip, of course, so we get to find out how that's going today. And we're going to be hearing from Sherry today, who's very, very excited. And it should be a decently fun time. I just want to let you all know that I do have a Twitter, so you can come and follow me. This is me. I keep getting messages asking me if this is me because there's like 6 fake ones of me already on there. That's me. You can come and follow me. And if you're wondering what the website is looking like now, this is it here. They've kind of changed it. It's not as annoying, but I still don't like it. I don't know if I'm ever going to like the websites. We are the future of the internet. I think it's only them that uses that hashtag. So they're still updating the website as much as possible. So there's that. Can you follow me on Onet? You can. I'm on there as Hunbot Karma. And watch them delete my account now. Yes. That's what they call it. It's so weird. So they're still updating the website. I don't know. It's kind of updated. I guess they've changed the colors around a little bit, taken down some of the stuff. It still, like, scrolls, just... I don't think it's as annoying. I still have to hold my mouse on here. Yeah, I still have to hold my mouse on here in order to go through the products, so that's sort of annoying. It just constantly scrolls. I wish they'd get rid of that. Anyway, this is the updated website, so there you have it. Whenever they update it, I try to show it to you. Isn't it beautiful? So they've been really excited the last couple weeks, but this last week, for some reason, they've been extremely excited about AI, which is funny because they're not actually using any on the website. But we have a new Bill Must production, if you will. Top AI, Al, vision applications you must know. I guess you must know this if you're in ONPASSIVE.
AI vision applications are reshaping industries across the globe. They are driving innovation and are transforming traditional practices in industries ranging from healthcare to retail, manufacturing to entertainment. But do you ever wonder what exactly AI vision technology is? AI vision technology is a branch of artificial intelligence. It empowers machines to understand and analyze.
Did they just say AI? Hold on. I need to go back for a second.
Intelligence. It empowers machines to understand technology is. AI vision technology is a branch of artificial intelligence.
AI vision technology, which is artificial intelligence technology, is a branch of artificial intelligence, is basically what they just said. Lovely.
It empowers machines to understand and analyze visual information from their surroundings. It involves training machine learning models to recognize patterns in visual data. Much like how humans perceive things, such as pictures, movies, and 3D models. Now,
well, yeah, it's programmed to work like a human would work, I guess you could say. Whoops. It's so easy to work them up into a frenzy using a few buzzwords, right? And these are just packed full of buzzwords.
Let's shine a spotlight on the top 5 AI vision applications that deserve our attention. Self-driving cars are a prime example, making...
I get that people maybe need to understand this, but it's not like ONPASSIVE is going to come out with self-driving cars. So I don't get the point of this video.
Decisions based on video and sensor data to navigate safely and efficiently. In medical imaging, machine learning algorithms can identify health issues and
Are we going to bring back the med bed, I wonder?
Predict future outcomes by analyzing X-rays and MRIs. Security and surveillance have evolved with AI vision, becoming an essential tool for law.
But, see, this is what I mean, though. All of this is great, but what the fuck does it have to do with ONPASSIVE? They're not doing any of these things.
Enforcement and security professionals. Retail and...
Could you imagine them trying to do your security and your surveillance?
Advertising benefit from machine learning algorithms analyzing client data, predicting trends, and boosting sales.
Now, see, that one, maybe they would need to know that one, right? So why wouldn't you have made a video where you just concentrated on that and then explained it to them and what it had to do with ONPASSIVE? What is ONPASSIVE doing with AI for retail and advertising? You know what I mean? And explain it to them. Because most of the people in this thing are elderly people that don't really understand technology. And I feel like this is giving them a bunch of unnecessary info that they don't need. And it's almost like information overload all the time over here with these videos. So it's no wonder why they get so mixed up and they don't know anything about technology. And then they seem to think ONPASSIVE is doing all this great stuff. It's just throwing these buzzwords at them, throwing useless information about AI technology at them that they don't need to know. My brain would explode too.
Agriculture takes a leap forward as AI helps monitor crop health, identify pests, and even forecast yields using data from drones and sensors. The future holds even more exciting uses for AI vision as technology continues to advance. AI vision is set to play a crucial role in shaping the world of tomorrow. Stay tuned for more tech updates. Visit ONPASSIVE.com for the latest information on technology.
Yeah, they do like a technology blog over there. Maybe we'll go through it someday, and you guys can laugh at what they claim they know about technology. It's quite interesting. All of the blogs about technology that the actual ONPASSIVE page posts up, that the ones that are like directly connected to the company and the website. So when you go on their website, you go to blogs, this is where it takes you, right? It looks like a lot of copy and pasta that they just take from other places. Kind of like how this video we just watched is them describing the AI visual technology, but it's not any of the stuff they're doing. Do you know what I mean? So they're like, oh, look, AI does all these great things that other people are doing with it, and then somehow try to twist that into, so because of that, you should sign up for ONPASSIVE, or now you have more knowledge about ONPASSIVE AI. And it's like, no, like I have general knowledge now on a bunch of the things that this AI does. None of them fucking for ONPASSIVE, because they're not even using it right now for their marketing. So even the marketing and retail one that they should be implementing isn't really implemented. Which brings me to a lot of your questions lately. I'm getting a lot of these. Hello, Arthur. Good to see you. Thank you so much. This was a perfect segue. A lot of people are asking right now if any commissions have been paid. The answer appears to be no. So, I believe tomorrow we're going to be doing a stream about a wallet. And we're going to look at what people have been saying about commissions lately and discuss why people aren't getting paid. And we're going to read through the wallet facts because they're just as funny as the other facts that we read through the other day. But I don't believe anyone's gotten any commissions. Alb says, I think a lot of them might think they are. Remember, Ash had the big thing a couple of years ago that he had a product that would be in every car in the world. Plus, there was going to be ONPASSIVE mining and energy and all sorts of other industries. They were going, well, exactly. And so they put this out there, all these big ideas that other places are already doing, and then they try to make it seem like they're doing that right now. But they're not actually doing any of it. They can barely get OConnect to work. So there's been a couple of streams of Marty and Chris, and I guess Red is supposed to be there. So I thought we would take a look at two of the shorter ones today and just see what they got to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10.
Oh my god, this intro.
8, 7.
Get ready!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys ready? Are you ready?
Go.
Woo! Party! Woo! Okay. What the? Get AI Inchworm Project. Okay. GITAI. Yeah, okay. Hello, ONPASSIVE Review. Okay, but again, ONPASSIVE has nothing to do with this. Why are you here? Now I'm going to have all of the flat earthers also mad who come in to pop in and troll me. Good job, ONPASSIVE. Look what you did, Marty. All right. mail. This is the big news of this week. Okay? Guys, are you ready for this? You should have been ready. We had a whole countdown and everything. Here's the big thing. mail has folder lock. You can secrue any important email. So make sure that you guys secrue all your emails with the folder lock at mail. All right? Keep them secrued. Keep them secrued so that you're not screwed. There you go, Ash. You can use that. Are you sure your mail is secure in cloud? No, but I'm sure it's secrued. I love how they're showing for the folder lock like someone trying to input a password and it not working. I don't know. Is that the best ad to use? It's like, no, denied. I don't, like, I feel like that means that when I try to get into my secrued folder, I'm going to be denied access with my password. Doesn't really give me confidence. Marty on the moon. He is a legend. Folder lock, secrew. Yes. Secrew it. Speaking of A-bomb, did you see where someone asked about it on Let's O? And he had nothing. So he gave some gibberish answer and everyone just like, yeah. Yeah, he went into a little bit of a speech about how when they started again, they didn't realize how big this was going to take off. He tends to do that speech, right? Whenever he has like a date for something, he set a date, the date comes, or he says, hey, get really excited for this about to happen, and then nothing happens. He always kind of goes back to, well, when we started this, and when I made that promise, I didn't realize how big this was going to get. It's like, hey, how many times can you use that excuse, though? Interesting. Innovation starts here. We have no innovative products, but your innovation starts here. I guess.
Hello, everybody. This is the 20th of January, and Chris has got to get moving on real soon to get to Dr. Bill's house. He's invited him over with a few other founders, so it ought to be exciting. I wish I could be there. But anyway, we're going to get moving. Last night we had Oron and friends on.
Okay, so for those that missed it, they did the Let's O. We streamed it on Saturday. You can go and check it out. I believe the Recovering Hunbot also streamed it. On Saturday it was. So, yeah, he's doing it again. He never knows how to spell global. It's like, Marty, I know you watch us, so maybe if we teach you how to spell it, we should tell him it's spelled like... Marty, this is actually how you spell global. They're using OConnect. I'm using StreamYard. I believe they're on OConnect. Hold on, I'll tell you in a sec.
Friday night, and Mr. Mufar showed up. He had just got home. I don't know, he works all the time, but he got home and he popped on. It was pretty cool. I'll do some of the highlights of what was said.
You might be right. It might be the StreamYard, because I don't see the square thing moving around when he's talking.
And I'm gonna go through as quickly as possible. Red was supposed to be here. He can't get a connection, so we have to move on.
What? Red not showing up. Crazy.
Fired him.
Yeah, we fired him. He said, "Thank you, Ron, for the introduction." Ron said a really nice introduction before Ash came on. We are bringing superior products to the market, and they are on the verge of being released. A major product release that will crush everything around and will take over the field of video conferencing by scale, value, touch, and feel.
Ooh, now that's even more ironic, now that we know that they're on StreamYard for this.
No doubt about it. There is nothing on the market like OConnect. If you want to try it out, you can. You can get a free trial period that I recommend everybody come in and try it. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's very simple. No, they don't collect your money. There's no reason in a legit upfront company that they have to play tricks. And you know what the frick am I?
Well, he said it himself.
Saying, the ball is under what cup? You know, all these tricks. You don't need it. So, competition tried to steal some of the features, but they lacked.
I think it's funny that they're so confident in Ash and these products that they keep telling people that they don't need to know how to sell it. But I think that actually shoots their distributors in the foot a bit, because no matter what, if you're trying to get someone to purchase something off of you, all right? Or even if you're not trying to get them to and they approach you interested in a product, they're going to have some questions, possibly. You know, they're not just going to see OConnect and then immediately be like, oh my God, I have no questions. I don't need any more information. Just here's my credit card details. I want to buy it. There's going to be at least a couple questions about it. And I think that to tell people like, oh, you don't have to do any types of selling at all. And all MLMs do this bit, by the way. And I don't think it's good. It's just here they really, really mean like, you don't have to do anything. Just show up to webinars and then magically people will come buy it off you. And it's like, that's not really fair to do to these distributors if you want them to be successful, because people are going to have questions. And then these distributors of ONPASSIVE, the O founders that are so-called selling this product, are never going to have the answers for set questions. And if you've ever tried to purchase something off someone and you've asked them a question and they didn't have the answer for you, I'm sure it deterred your purchase. Right? It deterred you from making that purchase because you're going, well, you can't even fucking answer the questions, you know? You know? So I don't know if that's a good thing that they're doing. I think it's a way to keep it so that O founders don't go researching more into things. Right? This is all about information control instead of caring about giving the distributors the skill set that they would need to be successful with this. Like, I've worked in sales, and at every sales job, I've had like a whole training at the beginning when you first work there. Very big part of the training is learning the products and then learning the objections that people will have, how to answer them, learning how to like answer everyone's questions. And we would do straight up like role playing, like for days, where like I would be selling the product to my colleague who would then pretend to be a customer, and they would try to fuck me up by throwing questions at me that I can't answer. And we would like play games and shit of this, right? To see like who could come up with the answers quickest and make a sale and all that kind of stuff. And I felt like, you know, that I was set up very well to then go out into the field and make these sales, you know? I was sent out with the knowledge of the products, the knowledge of the company. I had answers for any question that people would have. And if I didn't have the answer, I knew how to get the answer very quickly. Right? Because it's better to be like, I'm sorry, I don't have the answer. Give me 1 second. I'll check that out for you right now, than it is to just stand there going, I don't know. And whenever I watch these MLMs, I can't help but think of like my sales trainings and then compare it and be like, they don't prepare people at all. In fact, I find it does quite the opposite. Like I said, they do the opposite. They tell people you don't need to know any type of sales skills. These things will sell themselves. And then at the same time, right? They all do like training courses. But with ONPASSIVE, there are no real training courses for how to so-called sell the product. So like I said, they really, really send that one home. Like, you don't need to sell it. People will just buy it off of you. It sells itself. Queen, isn't the whole Dr. Bill Williams thing a little weird to you? The guy's a multimillionaire, super successful dentist who sells courses. Yes. Yes, it is. We'll be talking about that probably tomorrow more. If they ever turn the trivia night into Scrabble, Marty is why. It's true. It's true. It's true. Everybody uses their practice to stack, and it's incredibly unethical. And there are actually several places that now he has his own, so it's a privately run practice. So unfortunately, he makes the rules. So there's not much you can do. But in most other practices like that, they have rules. Like, you can't sell your own business to the clients and stuff. You actually get in trouble for that kind of thing. But since he owns it, there's not much that can be done. He makes the rules over there. And unfortunately, that's what happens when even professionals join pyramid schemes, which honestly, pyramid schemes prey on intelligent people with educations and professionals the most to legitimize. So he is one of those people where they kind of throw him up as a professional. Same with a lot of these IT guys, like Collins. Like, think of him as like their token tech guy, you know, and Bill's like one of their token professionals and business owners, real business owners. Having your own practice like that, like, that's a real small business, you know what I mean? And so to them, it's good to have people like that so that they can go, well, obviously we're not a scam if we have people like Bill here. He runs a whole practice, whole dental practice. So, I mean, he would know better, but it's like, unfortunately, that's not always the case, right? Hello, Joe. Good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Everyone send Joe some love. His back's been really bad. He's going through a hard time with that. Remember, it took Bill Gates 10 years to become a cunt. Oh, I don't know. He might have been a cunt the whole time.
The heart. Yes, listen, I said this, we all know it. I believe it, you believe it. You could give the blueprint of ONPASSIVE to anybody. They're not going to do it. For one thing, it doesn't make sense to most people because the whole focus is people and heart first. Just, it's unheard.
What? Okay, Marty, if you had said this back in like the 80s, I might have given it to you. But with the amount of fun, like, oh my God, with the amount of like advocacy that's been happening over the past, like, especially 20 years since social media came about and all that, that's not really an excuse anymore. His whole thing that he just said is that we can't understand this company and how it runs because it's all about humanitarianism, basically. Hurt people, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, no, I don't really understand that aspect because you claim to be a tech company. Like, like pick a fucking lane. So no, in a tech company, the most important thing should be the technology that you're producing. That should be the most important thing. Hearts replace brains. Like, I guess so. But like, that has nothing to do with why we don't understand it. It's just a bad business model. Like, you keep saying, oh, no other tech company does this. There's a reason. It's because it's a bad idea.
It's sad because you would think that would be the norm, but that is the way it is.
Yes, they do. They do.
Everyone will be able to use it.
They will straight up pay celebrities. I'm still, and I know a lot of people will be like, whoa, throwback queen. But I am still almost certain that Organo Gold paid Tom Brooks as a celebrity to promote their weird mushroom coffee. Like, I very much do believe that. And then after I called him out, he all of a sudden wasn't a part of it anymore. And just how quickly he switched that off. Because at the time he was doing 90 Day Fiancé, he was on there with Darcy all the time. He was like a celebrity. Not so much anymore, but at that time, back in 2019. So I still to this day believe that he was their paid celebrity. And he got like most of the cast to sign up, and then they were all posting about it on their Instagrams, right? Yeah, they have John Barilla. John Barilla is hoping to get the role of the child catcher in the Broadway revival of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He'll be playing himself.
Paid with us and add to its additional products.
That was a burn.
We're just about to see the perfect.
Jakarta's coming in hot today. Be careful.
Perfect part of O Connect. They keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading, and very soon, which I don't know how they're going to get better than they are now, because it really, really looks good. I can't wait. I like the conference vibes shared tonight here on ORAN. Everybody came on, kind of explained how they felt, where they're going, what they wanted, and it was pretty exciting. I think I always try to emphasize that there's so much more. Even if I don't know 100%, I know that what I know is beyond anything in my imagination. So that's pretty cool. If you can just go that far, I mean, what else do you want? Great energy. It was a great meeting. In fact, we are just a business. We are not just a business, we're a complete lifestyle, a company with heart, no doubt. We begin with ourselves. Most of us will agree we have a beacon of hope, of dreams again. No doubt about it. Remember, I talked about, as we start off believing everything is possible. And as life goes on, we cut it back and cut it back and cut it back to where it gets to the point that your mindset is, I don't deserve, I can't have, this is my life. And you couldn't be further from the truth with ONPASSIVE. And if you feel that way and you're not in ONPASSIVE, come and see what I'm talking about. I dare you. Okay, this year will be filled with surprises. You would never expect.
I'm just going to show this to you since you asked. If you really want to know, why did I go to video? That's not what I meant to go to. Chuck Norris is currently doing this. This is what he's currently doing. And if you want more information on that, I'll leave the link for you. But he's done a few MLMs, Chuck Norris. He's done a few of them. I know there was also, before that, he was doing the Hyperverse, Hyperfund thing, which is like, it was almost like a crypto one. He does a lot of them. Yeah, see? Hyperverse. There we go. That was only in like 2022. So that wasn't that long ago. I know he was doing that. Now he's doing this new one that's Canadian. Maybe I'll cover it. Who knows?
We will utilize AI, other technologies for incredible products in other sectors beyond AI. We have an incredible start for you this year.
See, like, I hate how they talk in past tense and then say, we have an incredible start for you this year, like future tense, right?
I like the idea when you all said we're making everyone else the hero. No doubt about it. I believe I came up with a product completely AI. I can tell you some description of it, not the name and the date of release, but you will have the advantage to see it first on Passive Pioneer because you're on Passive Pioneers before the world. It sounds awesome. I have an idea what it is, but I'm not going to go there. But it's something that will change the world. People are attempting to do these type of things now. Of course, ONPASSIVE will master it, and it will be.
But they won't. See, here's the thing that Marty doesn't take into consideration. That's really driving me nuts about you, Marty. Is that you see the struggle that Ash is going through right now starting this company. You state that every single tech giant out there has had the same struggle. Therefore, that leads me to believe that you understand that they're done that struggle now and that they've been producing products for quite a while, right? Like decades. Okay? So I don't know what makes you think that Ash, who's still in the beginning stages and hasn't figured everything out yet, is going to somehow catch up with these other tech giants and then beat them at their own game. Like, that's what it sounds like to me, like you're saying here. And I'm like, but that, it literally makes no sense because at the same time, in the same stream, you guys will be like, oh, well, the wrinkles are normal when you're new. So it's like, are you struggling to start up and you're having all these wrinkles and you're just kind of going through the journey together, grinding it out? Or are you ahead of the game, already have everything figured out and you're ready to like blow these other companies out of the water with your products? It can't be both. You have to pick a lane. Pick a lane and then stay in your lane, damn it.
Beautiful. It'll be totally for you, he said, for people to get better. So you can, this will be something that anybody could use and everybody would want. If something will go viral, and it is something that will go viral in.
Oh no, not this promise again. Just like Connect was going to go viral in December of 2023.
2024. He didn't say I think it would. He didn't say it might. It will. This product will make you a star, whatever you want to be.
Is he talking about the superhero thing? I feel like he's talking about the superhero thing. The O-X-Men. The O-Men. That sounds awful. I love it. Yes, the O-Men. And every sense of the word omen thrown into it. Because that's what would happen if we ever allowed ONPASSIVE to fuck with our DNA. Okay? We don't want that. But yes, Ash, if in case you missed it, Ash, in the latest stream where you can actually, I told you guys, the thing was like 4 hours long. 3 hours of it is posted up on Reds. And I believe it's a little bit more than what we watched together and what you guys might have watched with the Recovering Hunbot. I'll show it to you in a little while. Because, yeah, they were live for like fucking 5 hours doing that. Then they just like recorded 45 minutes of it and put it out. But Red put out the full like 3 hours. So there's that. Compare ONPASSIVE to animal. It's not a unicorn, but a sloth. Yes. But Ash was on there and he said he had a new product that was going to make everybody superheroes and that it would basically give you magic powers. He went on to describe it how you might describe Academy to people. Because he was like, oh, it will teach you skills that you never would be able to have. But then he made it sound very much like you would be able to become invisible and shit if you use this product. It was just a fuck around. And I feel like that's what Marty's referring to here now.
To help you get to where you want faster. Whether an influencer, a speaker, a trainer, you'll be able to do things you never thought you would.
See?
It's magical.
See, like the way it's brought up, it sounds like Academy, doesn't it? Watch them just release Academy and we find out the whole time that that's all it was. But they're talking about this like it's a new product, and the way that Ash brought it up, like my chat was lighting up with people saying, Ash said that he could turn us all into X-Men.
Love it. Somebody brought up the A-bomb. He said the A-bomb. You know, Onet, there are a few pillars.
What? The A-bomb wasn't Onet.
We are in the final stage, and when we complete it, will enable us to own it. The final pillar is almost complete, although it's done. It's a done deal. We complete it then, and we are done. Okay.
Wait, are you reading an email? Did Ash write you an email? Or are you just reading your notes? What's going on here?
Able to do things you never thought you would. It's magical. I love it. Somebody brought up the A-bomb. He said the A-bomb. You know, Onet, there are a few pillars. We are in the final stage, and when we complete it, will enable us to own it. The final pillar is almost complete, although it's done. It's done deal. We complete it then, and we are done. Okay.
You're reading. What are you reading? Are you taking notes of Ash's stuff? Or is somebody sending you like points that you're supposed to talk about, Marty? I want to know. Academy. It sounded like you were going to be rogue and you just had to touch someone and you could absorb their superpowers. I know. I know that. That's exactly what he made it sound like. He made it sound like it would cure all your fears and, yeah, give you superpowers. But watch it just be Academy. Because then when he goes on to describe it, like Marty kind of did here, which is why I'm like, did Ash tell you what to say here? Or he just took like exact notes of what he said and you're reading them. Because then it's described almost in how you would describe Academy. Like it's a place that'll teach you skills, anything you want to learn. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Like that's how they talk about Academy. So I'm like, is this Academy? Like, are they hinting Academy and they just don't want to say it? Or are we talking about a brand new superhero product? Oh, superhero.
Pillar 1 through 4 are done. 1 is pending, and it is a big deal. It's done deal. As soon as it's completed, implemented, we will announce it. I'm talking about something I have never hinted to. It's the first time.
Thanks, Marty. As soon as we're done it, and then we put it out there, we'll tell you. Yeah, no, that's how this works.
I am.
You just noticed
this, and it will not. I would not say anything till it's done deal.
Where were you when we were talking about this, Ricardo? Did you check out for a moment? Yeah, I hope that we could tell him that you spell it Gobble.
And it's going to go viral even in China.
I would just like it.
Anyway, that was pretty much it. You'd have had to be there. By the way, I want to tell you.
Yeah, right? Right? Spoiler, Ash ends up turning into Wolverine. And then we're all we're all disappointed. Chris made a joke about global on one of the webinars. I think Marty is trolling at this point. He might be. And that's the thing about Marty that I just want to say is at least Marty can take the jokes. He makes fun of himself. These guys kind of poke fun at him. And he makes fun of himself. Chris does it a little bit, but Marty more so. So he will do things like that. If Chris makes fun of him, which I believe you that he probably did, he does things like that to him all the time. That's just their friendship. So if Chris said something to him about it, Marty would just be like, well, I'm going to leave it now just to piss you off, Chris. We all have fun with it, though. Like I said, I wanted to say, Marty DeGarmo, gobble.
11:15, the Ask Me For Our version only is going to play on YouTube. Because it was a 4-hour.
See, it was 4 hours long. Oh God, I told you guys it was like 4 hours long, and like we got the important part, and that was 45 minutes. The rest of it is, well, like I said, go watch it on Reds
conference last night. So I cut out just Ask Me For a part. So if you want to see it, go to the YouTube channel. That's pretty much all I have right now. I want to turn it over to Chris so he can get moving and get on his.
Yeah, because Chris is on his road trip. Like, how's that going? Is he meeting up with all kinds of founders? What's going on?
His way and take videos and have fun and make me sit here and cry because I'm not doing anything. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Chris.
Good morning, everyone. Hey.
Yay, he did it! We get upset over here when he doesn't do it.
I am in Georgia. Excuse me. I'm not in my bus, as you can see. I had to pull over and take a nice hot shower. I took 2 showers. I'm not kidding you. It felt really good. I'm probably about 20 minutes from Dr. Bill's. He asked me to come over a little early so I can get the front row parking spot in his big old driveway. So I'm real excited about that. Ash said some things. When he said China, first time he's ever said that, he said the Chinese people are going to love this. He did say that. You'll see it. Watch the video.
Again, I just want to bring up foreign MLMs are actually illegal in China. And China is very, very strict on their MLM stuff. If you think the U.S. is bad, go to China.
I have not read the notes yet because I've been busy this morning. But if you missed it, Marty rushed this. I apologize. He's rushing it for me. Go back and read it again.
Well, it says 4 hours is not even near the record. Do you remember that 7 to 8 hour one? I think it was end of 2022. Yep, and they did those all the time. The first few years of this thing was literally just Ash going live almost every single day for 6-7 hours sometimes. Just talking out his ass too. And, making shit up about technology as he went along. It was insane. Hello, Louisiana. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. What is the theme of this talk? Miracles? As it is with all of them. At least Marty's honest. He's one of the more honest, I'd say.
I told him I had to get going, so he was Speedy Gonzalez there, so I apologize for that, Marty. Last night he made it more exciting. I mean, each time he comes on, there's things that you want to hear him say. Go read it, but watch that YouTube at 11:15 when it comes out. You want to hear what he has to say and pay attention because it's really, really amazing. It's exciting.
Yeah, there wasn't much. Wasn't that exciting. Wasn't really that amazing. Think of all the other times that we've watched Ash. It was the same.
He says a lot of things in there that
the only good thing about it is that it was a great showcase of old Ash. And we got a really good look at professional MLM Ash versus the real Ash.
it'll perk your ears and your eyeballs. My eyeballs might even open up. Who knows?
That one was for us. Because, you know, he's William Shatner with his eyes closed. He's still not over that.
But
that's Salami's fault, I believe.
I am here in Georgia. I'm heading over for Dr. Bill's right after this. I will try to do some lives and videos. I'm sure Bill, I don't know how many people, there's quite a few people coming from what I'm hearing. So we'll try to, I'll take a bunch of videos and pictures, and I'm going to try to do a crazy live with Dr. Bill with everyone. It'll be a lot of fun. Everyone say hi. Should be a good time. Other than that, go watch 11:15. Oh, you know what? I did miss a couple birthdays. I apologize. Let me do them real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Yesterday, I missed Alan Goldberg, Deborah Morgan Goebel, Jana Masawa, happy birthday. Sheehan, and that was yesterday. And my cousin John O'Connell, which was yesterday. And today, Charles Mundi and Adkar ONPASSIVE. I think he named himself after ONPASSIVE. What do you know about that? But happy birthday to you. Still shouting out prayers for Robin Noble, Pat Parrott, Terry, one of Julie's angels. Well, we're going to call her Terry. They're all going through some things. They're going to need our prayers.
Wow.
Like I said, we fired a lot in Florida. I know that. Once I get to Florida, I'll be filling up the bus with water so I can take a shower every day. So that's all I got. I love every one of you. I'll see you soon, Dr. Bill, and everyone else that's going to be there. It should be a good time. I got to have my dog in the camper, so I might be coming in and out to let her go to the bathroom on your lawn, Dr. Bill. So get a shovel ready. All right. God bless you, Marty. I think I got everything. Back to you. Oh, Papua New Guinea. Don't forget Papua New Guinea tonight.
Are you going to try to be there, Chris?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Papua New Guinea tonight, everybody, at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, man, I'm trying to talk so fast.
This was Saturday. So the Let's O stream was Friday night. This was Saturday.
Anyway, the link will be in the back office. We'll pull people up onto the panel as we go. Yes, I know global's not spelled right.
Janet just...
There it is.
What?
The global.
Global. No, I know. Okay, thank you. Okay.
See, I wanted to say global.
That's all I want to hear.
That's what we love teasing you about. See?
They're on StreamYard, and they started it off by talking about how great O-Connect was. It was very ironic.
He's a multi-trillionaire owning a business, and we still have spelling problems. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Anyway, thank you, everybody, for being here. 400 people. We were really quick. I'm excited.
And yeah, they'll have 400 people watching. Thousands and thousands of people will watch this.
Great meeting last night.
Yeah.
I asked Ash to come to Papua New Guinea. Right now, he's in a meeting at that time for Egypt.
Yeah.
Guy's always doing something. And it was a great, everybody. I love you all.
Is he though? They make it sound like Ash is like so busy. You know, but like, is he? Is he? No. What's William Shatner doing there?
Remember, the only restrictions you have are between your ears. Get your mind right, and your focus will be clear. Anyway, see you all. Chris, be safe.
I will.
God bless everybody. And I'll see you today, tomorrow, and the next day. And we're going to see a lot of videos from Chris. That'll be cool. Anyway, prayers.
What is he doing?
For everybody. Robin, we love you. You know that. Everybody else, like Ash said, ONPASSIVE needs you, Robin, so you're not going anywhere. Anyway, see y'all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
ONPASSIVE needs you, Robin, so you're not going anywhere. For those that are unaware, unfortunately, Robin Noble has been diagnosed with cancer. And that's what Marty has to say about it today. On Saturday, he said it. He says, ONPASSIVE needs you, so you're not going anywhere. Not your family needs you. Your friends need you. ONPASSIVE needs you. You should live for ONPASSIVE, Robin. So they announced that Chris was going over to Bill's and that they were going to have like a grand old time, except there hasn't been any lives. So I guess when Chris went over to Bill's to go live, nothing really happened yet. Or maybe we'll see it in video in future. But as of right now, there isn't any video of that. So then I was like, well, what is Red up to? Because Red was supposed to be going live, right? With them. They said, and Red is here. So Red's going to go live with us. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what's Red up to? And well, Red hasn't been doing much of anything. I guess he's been going hunting and whatnot. So the last time that we really saw him was about a week ago. All right, 4 days ago we had this one. All right. But this is the one that we just watched here. And he's not at it. And so I was kind of like, okay, well, what's the last thing that Red had to say on his own? And that brings us to 5 days ago.
Okay, hello. How is everybody? Good to be here once again. And today is Wednesday, the 17th of January, 2024. Hope everyone is having a great day. Sorry about not being here yesterday. I was spending some time with some old friends, actually. For those of you in the UK that know what pheasant shooting is, I was beating, which is basically means a lot of walking and some socializing afterwards. So it was a great catch up with some old friends. So I was in the middle of the countryside.
I want you guys to see the comments here. Okay, this is why I'm doing this one directly off of his channel. I usually download the videos. I don't like to give them views. They get enough views without me. But just, kind of take a look at what people are saying in the chat. It's a whole lot of nothing. Our friend John Barilla is there, but there's a whole lot of nothing.
Yesterday. Also, just as a heads up, tomorrow no live, and then for the next few days I'm traveling, and so I'll probably be doing a live with Chris and Marty all together. It makes sense just to do it as a one. So that'll be over the next few days, but certainly no live for me tomorrow.
Sure, there's a tool for every job, but when it comes to PDFs and e-signatures, Adobe Acrobat is the only tool you need for any PDF job. It's the all-in-one, get-it-done solution for editing your PDFs, sharing them, even getting them signed. Lots of jobs, one tool.
I want to show you that
Acrobat's
too.
got it. Try it today.
Okay, what have I got for you then? First things first is did you notice yesterday we had a brand new website at ONPASSIVE.com? I don't know if you've had a chance to go and have a look at it yet, but do so. Again, it's funny, isn't it, how we tend to have sort of themes that come and go, but this one that is there at the moment definitely has one of the old founders webpage themes to it, with the colors, the blues, whites and the yellows. I like this very much so. Why? Because again, I've been saying probably for the last 2 or 3 months that everything that OnPassive has been doing is being geared to businesses, whereas this one, in my opinion, is definitely targeting individuals, maybe not general public, but business individuals who maybe have their own thing going on. Why am I saying that?
Right.
Because if you look at the pictures that are on there, if you look at sort of in-depth behind the scenes, it's definitely promoting individual people as opposed to businesses. So have a look at it. Really is good. I also,
again, though, when they do that, they're really just promoting ONPASSIVE, right? All these people are non-passive. It's the same with when they say that you're buying your domain, right? You're going to have your own domain. Yeah, that's fine and dandy and everything. But if when the public goes to your domain, if it's all literally ONPASSIVE stuff, are you branding yourself or are you branding with ONPASSIVE? Right? Are you an individual or are you just part of ONPASSIVE? You really got to ask yourself that.
Like the way that the ticker runs across as well with our products, Connect, Trim, Verify, coming soon, etc. All of these things here, where it says read more, what I always say, if it says read more, click it, have a look at it, see what it does. And then if you scroll down the page, you'll also notice unlock your business potential with artificial intelligence, and it shows a lady on a laptop. Again,
getting donations.
It is to do with business, but
he's getting donations. He also has members. So this is how Red is making money to be able to kind of survive right now. He has 43,000 subscribers, members, donos, AdSense. This has just over 4,000 views. And I mean, it's not a lot, but it would be enough possibly to tide him over until the O coin starts rolling in. You could say
really, this one for me feels more like an individual small business type of person who is trying to do things online. So I did like this. And again, if you keep on paging down, it goes into more depth about what ONPASSIVE is trying to do. As always, have a look at the tabs at the top. The About Us section, again, the About Us section, okay, completely different layout. Go and have a look at it. It has bullet points this time for what the company are trying to do, who we are, and what we do. Love this layout.
Oh my God, imagine being like, guys, we have bullet points. We have bullet points this time that outlines the company and what it is. It's amazing. The website is absolutely spectacular.
Simple, very direct, and to the point. It also has a highlighted parts to it as well, so hover over where it is. And then you can scroll down and it gives you in-depth details about what ONPASSIVE is all about. I do like this website, that is for sure. So go and have a look at it and see what it is. Anthony Abete, thank you so much, my friend, for your super sticker. Okay, a couple of things for you to bring you up to date. I have escalated this to the tech team. I did know about it, but also there's been many of you founders out there. Thank you to you guys who have noticed it as well. But for some of our accounts, the My Subscriptions tab on the left-hand side on the menu bar on your OES doesn't work. It keeps looping, and in fact, it actually freezes that page. This has been escalated to the tech team, but it seems...
Okay, and again, this was escalated to the tech team. However, they still blamed the O founders for not being able to subscribe and for complaining that they couldn't subscribe. And this is with the O Connect, I believe. So it's like, you got to get that going. And now this is the excuse as to why they're not getting paid, you see.
Is only affecting those accounts that had the blank profile in it. And so that's been escalated and the right people know about it. So they will be working on that in the background to make sure that is all sorted. Again, be vigilant about the websites. If something is missing, don't presume everybody knows. Okay, reach out to either one of us if we don't already know, and we will certainly escalate it to the right departments so that the things.
So I just want to point out here, because one thing that I've been bitching about for the last few streams is Marty keeps going back and forth in terms of contact us, don't contact us. Whereas Red will often say, if there's a problem, contact one of us. Okay? So you go to Red stream and you constantly get told, if there's a problem, contact one of us. You go to Chris's stream, Chris will be like, don't contact anyone. If there's a problem, the techs know about it, they'll figure it out. You go to Marty's stream and he's saying both. So now we have mixed messages. Do we contact support or one of the O founders if a button isn't working on the website, right? And they wonder why this is, and it's because nobody's come up with a real plan for what to do here. What happens if something doesn't work on a website? Well, you would usually contact support. The problem is they don't really have a contact support. You're like writing an email to Julie every time. Poor Julie is getting them. And it's not going directly to the text on like a ticket like it should be. It looks like it is, but it's obviously not. All right? And they should have this part all worked out. They should have had this part all worked out before they opened the website, especially if they were going to be like releasing products for testing, beta testing and shit. So they knew it would have problems. And they told people to like tell them about the problems to report it so that they could fix the product. But they were still pulling all this shit on everyone. So no one knew, like, how do I contact people to let them know? Do I email one of the O founders? They often tell people don't write support tickets. And then in the next breath, they say, but if you're having a problem, make sure you let the tech team know. Like, they really have to figure out what to do if something on the website isn't working and then stick to that.
Get fixed that need to be. As you all know, sometimes when you change something slightly as far as code is concerned, it does have an adverse effect on something else, and they might not know that it is affecting something. So it's always good to reach out and let us know if you spot something. Yesterday then, 16th, obviously important day because that is the cutoff time as far as we know at the moment from our CEO for people to activate their OConnects and be eligible for whatever the traffic is coming out of the ONPASSIVE.com pool of users that is there.
I mean, fair enough. Help says, I know if I was using a software package for my business and I was having issues, the first thing I'd want to do is contact one of these idiots and put my info in some Google form. Seems legit. Nothing here seems legit, does it? Red should perhaps scale a bit back on the seasick pills. Maybe. If anyone would like to support Julie, they can join her tier club. We got the T club with Red and the tier club with Julie. Is that what it is now?
You can still activate your accounts by either activating OConnect up until the end of January, the 31st of the discounted rate of $93 if you're a founder, or $200 if you are a normal user.
Yep, you heard those prices right. That's what it costs. Lucky them.
But you can also activate your account later on if you want to. If you're a founder, you've got all the way up to the 1st of September this year to activate your account by purchasing any of the ONPASSIVE products and services that are coming out there.
So I'm assuming then that we should expect no one's going to get paid then until after September?
They're paid.
I'm just wondering. It sounds like that.
Okay, so just because you might not be able to afford to do it or can't do it right now, don't stress. You will be able to activate your accounts by purchasing any of the paid products of ONPASSIVE. And as you know from our CEO from last week,
there's one.
The same compensation commissions is exactly the same as what it was with OConnect. And that is 100% of the commissions go to you off your first sale and 25% of any subsequent sales after that. Bingo. Very, very good news indeed. That is.
All right. So I guess no matter what the product, the commission is the first time, 100%, right? The first time you sell it, you get 100% the commission. And then after that, it's 25%. Yeah, good luck with that.
That is.
See how long that
also, talking of Wednesday, what else did I add you? I was talking about that. Obviously, yesterday was the cutoff. Talked to you that. Also, the 16th, our CEO said that is the day that OConnect should have all of those buffering and looping problems sorted. That is today. And coming this Saturday, that's the 20th, every single attendee should be able to view the panel the same as we can.
That's what they're basically saying, is that if you can't press the subscription button, right? Because for some reason you have, and this is what I don't understand. It makes no sense. Because he's like, if you buy one of the paid products, you automatically subscribe. But then people who have bought OConnect are saying their subscription buttons aren't working. So then he's like, oh, well, all you have to do is purchase OConnect. And I'm like, okay, we're just doing a catch-22 circle again, around and around in circles where nothing makes sense. Because he's saying here, well, if your subscription button doesn't work, then buy OConnect. And if you bought OConnect, then you're automatically in to pay. But like I said, there's people who bought OConnect that are sitting there going, well, my sub button isn't working. So I don't know, you know? Kanani says, can you imagine trying to sell OConnect while using StreamYard, right? Or going direct to YouTube like Red here does? Red just turns on his phone and streams direct to YouTube. You know? Ash is planning a corporate raid to take over Alphabet Google. He's going to bid over 500 trillion O coins. And they will accept it.
And if you are a speaker, so the speaker view is exactly the same for everybody that is there. That is this Saturday. Also, on top of all that, guys, we are halfway through, just over now, of January, and all the things that have been promised for January by our CEO are still, as far as I know.
How do celebrities like Justin Bieber and The Rock generate hundreds of millions of dollars?
As far as he knows, right? As far as he knows.
Time 360 today, that's coming up 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. for the UK, which is going to be in a few hours time, 3 hours time, in fact. Please be on it if you can do. It's going to be on OConnect, and the details are already in your back office under the upcoming webinars section, and I think they're getting posted pretty much all over social media as well for you to join us. As always, our CEO has been given a link and invited to us. We do this every single week without fail. We haven't heard from him. We don't know if he's going to turn up. If he does, absolutely fantastic. If he doesn't,
no, you would have had to have paid to be an O founder as well. But the way that he put it here, that is what it sounds like, isn't it? So you have to pay the money to become an O founder, which is what the subscribe button's supposed to do for you, right? But then he says if you pay for OConnect, then you're automatically put in as an affiliate. And I'm saying, I don't know if that's correct. Because, yeah, if I go and I buy it, like he even said 2 different prices, right? So if I go and I just buy it as a non-O founder, I don't believe I get any commission off of it. So I think he's wrong about that. But the problem is, there is nobody here that is telling them how it works properly. Like they're depending on Ash Mufareh, who just talks out his ass the whole time. So they have to like translate what he says and try to figure things out in these webinars, right? So like none of this has been fully explained because Ash doesn't want to admit that OConnect has been crashing and not working properly, and that the subscriber button's not working. And he's not going to be able to pay people by the end of January. It's a lot better if they just have a bunch of tech problems and he pushes it along than if he comes out here and announces, sorry guys, I won't have your payments. Right? A lot better. Looks better on him. So I think that's what he's doing. But like, that's part of the issue here, is that there is no actual instruction. Like, this is exactly what you have to do, and then all of them saying the same instructions. They all give different information, different instructions, and then they all get mad when O founders are like, hello, can you please explain this further? I don't quite understand what's going on here.
You know, he is
like,
flat out working behind the scenes for the benefit of the company and ourselves. So just because we do not see him does not mean to say things aren't happening. And I keep on saying the same thing time and time again. I am convinced that his wish is that people who have activated their accounts and done exactly as been asked as far as OConnect is concerned and the company, they will not have to go out of pocket again. We do know. So don't.
Kanani, he lives on a boat. Him and his wife have moved to their boat. So he's on a boat.
Keep texting me that we've got 12, 13 days, whatever it may be, left on OConnect before the next subscription. We know. I've got the same ticker, and we were told by our CEO that this is the last time it's going to be discounted. But don't worry, guys. One thing is for sure, and we keep saying the same thing time and time again. The company have got our backs. Okay? They are not here to rip us off and exploit us. They are here to help us, to make us successful, not to keep on taking from us, which they don't anyway. All they have done.
So you talk about this like you're not one of the top people in this company. Like the way that you're talking here, you are the company. Are you taking care of everyone, Red? Hey, are you taking good care of everyone? Are you ensuring everyone knows what's going on and how to follow instructions and what to do here? It's on you. Hello. Stop talking about the company like it's something else. Well, you're sitting here with a whole chat of people looking to you. You're the company. You are. If you don't want to represent all the mistakes here, then leave. But stop trying to separate yourself, Red. I'm not going to let you do that anymore. This is the last time. You are the company. So don't sit here and say, oh, the company, they have our backs. No, the people in your chat are looking to you to represent here. You're the company. So you should be sitting here saying, I have your back. And if Ash doesn't pay you, then I'll pay you. Right, Red? Because you have all their backs, right? Since you're the face of ONPASSIVE.
So far is give to us. And that is exactly what they want to do, is to help us succeed in the online space. But sure is eggs, okay? They will inform us of any changes, okay? Whether there's any extensions, whether there's any changes.
It doesn't have to dress up now much, does he?
Will all be of benefit to us. So nothing to worry about. Things are good. Obviously 360, I've got the week in review. An awful lot has gone on this week. It certainly has.
Yeah.
And lots to...
Not really, but they pretend every week. So, hey, let's humor them.
Talk about, even though our CEO might not be with us. But if he is, fantastic. If he's not, then he's not. We will wait and see what that all brings.
Oh, I have lots.
So thank you so much, guys. Short and sweet today. That's for sure. Haven't got anything else to say from that. We will.
So after this, I feel like that's all the Red that we need to hear from today, because then after this, he just kind of goes off to say hello to everyone and wish people a happy birthday again. But after this, he goes and he does a live stream with Chris and with Marty. He does his ONPASSIVE 360. And that's the 45-minute one with Ash Mufara as well that we recently reacted to. So now we're all caught up with Red and what he's all about, if you will. So that's what Red's been up to. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to go check in with my girl Sherry, who said hello to me during her stream. We want to go see what she's doing, and then we're also going to hear from these guys again. We'll be right back.
Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Tiny Dinger Condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Do you think women lie about being sexually assaulted? Do you use your community like a dating app but only date women in other countries but flirt with other women the entire time? Then leave that e-girlfriend for another woman with a My Little Pony fetish that ends up being a dude who's catfishing you for 6 years as a sexy woman? Do you then post lolly of bubbles in your Discord after making sexual cartoons involving minors and claim you are not a nunce? Do you think Onision is innocent? Then we have the brand for you. You won't need to make Sims characters out of your community members anymore and impregnate them in some weird fetish game, or date men who love My Little Pony and the Powerpuff Girls when you have Tiny Dinger Condoms. Heck, you won't even need to wank it to Faith Vickers and Ethan Ralph's porn anymore. Bet you'll soon make your own with that sexy woman or man, you know, the one who loves the Powerpuff Girls there. Just turn on the webcam and show that real live e-girl from OnlyFans, who I'm sure loves you just as much, that Tiny Dinger, and let her know that you use Tiny Dinger Condoms. The condoms that won't let your manliness hide when a man wants to come and do the anal slip and slide. Located at the CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, all of your local pharmacy brands, and hidden in your favorite streamer's nightstand, because don't worry, they're all the same. No more desperation with those condoms. Now, back to our video.
Yes, now back to our video, in which we're going to go and check in with our favorite woman of this scam, Sherry. Sherry is a treasure here. We do not make fun of Sherry. We do not hate on Sherry. We love Sherry. She's like the Kay's cooking of ONPASSIVE. All right, for my locale viewers out there. You know, you react to her, you watch her, you hear what she has to say, but you never ever hate the woman. Gotta love her. That's right. Yeah, we needed some Ethan Ralph today because I got into an argument with him yesterday. I just randomly came across a tweet where he said that if the Chiefs lost, then he would retire from the internet. So I went into his live stream chat, and he was live streaming the game, I believe he wanted to do. But at the time, he was just playing Journey and looking at commercials. And then people started to donate to him, which I was very confused about. Because I was like, why are we donating to commercials? And him yelling about Journey. And so then he asked for donations. And I said, you are going to have to do a lot more than play commercials and yell over Journey to get donations, sir. And he said, Queen of Karma, I don't like you anymore, so goodbye. And he blocked me from his chat. So I was just, in a mood. And I was like, what's going on with Ethan Ralph over here? And that was the first tweet I came upon, was I will retire. So I tweeted it out. And I said, I'm holding you to this, Mr. Ralph. And he said, do it, bitch. And I was like, well, that was rude. And then the Chiefs won. So he doesn't have to delete his channel. I think we should do this every time they play. And then he wrote me today and he was like, I don't know who you are. Do you want to come on the show? And I was like, no. Take care, Ethan Ralph.
Okie dokie. Hang on real quick. Let me just share this out. Chitty bang bang, we love you. Anybody remember that?
Chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. No, I don't remember. I have no clue. Personally, not a Sherry fan. You don't have to be. I just find her to be a breath of fresh air. You got to give it to Sherry. She at least plans her like streams out. I know she doesn't seem like she plans them, but she goes and she finds quotes to share with us. And you gotta love her because out of all of them, I feel like she's one of the ones that is very much a victim here. I don't feel like Sherry is in this at all promoting it, hoping to scam people. She really does believe in this. She's like the CC of the flat world. Sherry is like the CC of ONPASSIVE. You know what I mean? Like, she fully actually believes in it, like CC does in the earth being flat. And so her whole thing is that she is really an elderly, sweet lady, okay? She's a mom. She's raised some girls. She's, I believe she has 2 girls. Correct me if I'm wrong. And she's, you know, retired now. But I really don't feel like she's got a mean bone in her body. She ends every single stream telling people to pick up the phone and call their loved ones and not give up on their family, which I very much appreciate coming from someone that's caught up in a scammy cult MLM, by the way. We need more Sherrys in them to tell people to keep contact with families. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Sherry is almost like a palate cleanse. She's like our palate cleanse here today, other than the commercial break we just watched, which is why I do that, so that you have a few minutes break of just laughing and not thinking about ONPASSIVE stuff in between these streams or the cult stuff, especially if it gets heavy. You know, you get 4 or 5 minutes of laughter in the middle, at least, to like forget about it for a minute before we do the last half of the stream where I ruin everyone's day. And Sherry is just a genuinely good person who got caught up in this. And I honestly think that they see her as that and how vulnerable she is. You know, maybe she doesn't have that many in real life friends. It's hard when you're an adult and you grow up and you raise kids. You know, if you don't have a group of friends that you grew up with or a group of mom friends, you know, you can really end up not having that many people around in your elderly age. And I feel like that might have happened to Sherry, you know, because she's a sweetheart. I'm sure that she's like the neighbor that says hello and smiles at everyone. You know what I mean? She might be a little bit of the nosy neighbor. But she's like that sweet one where every time you kind of walk by her house, she's like, hi, hope you're having a nice day. Like, that's how I picture Sherry. I really don't think that she's in this thing to scam people or to be mean. She's just sweet, you know? I'm worried Sherry might have to call 988 when this fails. I feel like Sherry has a close relationship with her daughter, and even though her daughter cannot get her out of this, which, by the way, it is very hard for a family member, right? A lot of people get kind of like, well, where's her daughter? And I've done it before in the past too. I'm guilty. But it is still hard. Like when your mom or your sibling or even a friend is in one of these, it's very culty. You can't really get them out of it. But I do think that she has a decent relationship with her family, like her actual family. Unlike some of these other people that have cut off, because like I said, she tells you to call your family at the end of every stream. So I hope that she takes her own advice. And she's talked about her daughter, though, before. So I feel like they have a good relationship. So I'm hoping that her daughter will be somebody that she can fall back on. Sherry might be a little bit luckier than most in this because they have a daughter. And I don't think her daughter's a part of it. So, you know, I always think of, you know, that, was it The Simpsons where they had the makeup gun and it like shot out the makeup? That's what I always think of whenever I see Sherry's makeup. You know? She wants you to think that she's innocent, but she's been in too many MLMs for me to keep buying it. See, but Sherry truly is clueless. Right? This is what I'm saying. Out of all of the O founders, Sherry really is the one that doesn't know any better. And although she may be an MLM hopper, I think it might be a case of that might be one of the only things she knows how to do. Right? Is kind of sell stuff from home. Avon, she probably did at one point. You see that a lot with like elderly parents. And is she married? I don't think she is. She might have been a single mom, so that would have made things more difficult for her. I try to understand their like full situation. And I feel like out of everyone, Sherry really is just one of those ones that, yeah, she's just trying to find the one that will keep her the happiest. You know? Yeah, she does have 2 daughters. Okay, I thought so, Stricardo. I was pretty sure that she had 2 daughters. I seem to remember her talking about that at one point. But I always ask you guys to correct me if I'm not 100% sure. You can be like, no, Queen, you're dumb. She has a daughter and a son or whatever. Right? Lions, of course, of being a Red Wing fan, they are hot too. May make the playoffs once again. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. You seem very, very excited to be here, Patamati. I'm just saying. So Sherry's it's like, and that's the thing though, is that Sherry is the type of person that really wants to help people. All the MLMs say, join us to help people. I know ONPASSIVE thinks that they're like this brand new one that like does the whole humanitarian thing. They're not. All of them do this. Okay? When I got like all connected with It Works, I wanted to be like a motivational speaker. Okay? I wasn't even interested in the health and wellness shit or any of that. I was looking for like those types of opportunities to go speak about like overcoming addiction and mental health and that kind of thing. And then they found me. And they were like, hey, you're looking for like speaker opportunities. We could use someone like you. If you join us, we will help you do that. Hell, we'll even help you work up to do it to thousands of people at conferences and everything. Come hang out with us over here. And I was like, all right, yeah, I want to help people. I feel like Sherry joining all those MLM, she is one of those very few people that you find that actually, she doesn't really have a clue about them, doesn't really have a clue about business, sales, or anything like that. She just really wants to help people. And these things keep showing up in her inboxes going, you join us and pay like under $100 and we'll make it so that you can help thousands of people. And she goes, okay. And that's how she keeps getting mixed up. There are some people like that. And then there are people like Red, Chris, and Marty, for example. And they do the MLM hop because they know better. right? And they realize that they have to get in early at the start in order to be at the top. So they got here because Ash knew them from GDI, okay? And maybe even before that, as we've kind of found out, some of them it might have been before that. Like Mike Ellis was with GDI. I believe he's also one of those that was around for that. And he basically said to them, hey, come join mine and you will be the top 1%. I know you guys have done like 20 of these in the past and failed. It's because you weren't one of the top guys. I will make that for you. And I think that's why they ended up here and why they have so much riding on this one. And why they trust this one so much, because they had a relationship with Ash before it. Right? I think it's very, very planned, some of these people at the very top. And I know you guys agree with me, like Mike Ellis, Marty. A lot of people go, I don't understand Marty and how he even got to be on the top of this thing. He's not a good speaker. He's boring. He doesn't have much charisma. And it's literally just because he knew these guys before. And they kind of brought him along. And he's a really good person to have sucking up to you and working for you. As you saw, he'll work his little tushy off for it. Or his big tushy, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? It's very easy to tell Marty, do a live and talk about this, this, and this. He'll get right to it. He'll plan one for the next day. Maybe even later on that day. So he's the type of person that you would want at the top of this thing. And that's why we have such a array of characters, if you will. Some of them very, strategically placed. Like Bill, like we were talking about earlier. Being a professional. That's not an accident. Yes, I have hidden feelings for Marty. You caught me, Stricardo. Damn. He's just a good example of someone that you wouldn't expect to be at the top. Right, Marty? Like, a lot of people do ask me. They're like, I don't get them. Like, can you explain why people ever listen to this Marty guy? That's why. Because he was put there. And the rest of them all legitimize him. But I do think that he was put there because, he's easy to control. Easy to control. Same with Chris. Chris is pretty easy to control. He's a good hype man, right? Mike Ellis does a decent job of sounding professional, Right? I want to help Marty find his Johnson.
Anyway, this is the share show. I'm a little early. Wasn't sure what my internet.
See, and that's the thing. Chris says Marty's been picked last in every game he's ever played. Exactly. And then Ash shows up with Chris and Dan Street, who he also knew from before. And they say, hey, Marty, come over here and join this, and you'll actually be somebody important. You're being picked first for this game, buddy. Come on over. And then it's very easy to control him. And also, he gets a false sense of importance. And then kind of hangs out there, which is what a lot of them have. That's why they do these webinars that, they don't talk about anything, but for some reason they still feel the need to go live. They all have this weird, sense of duty and false sense of importance to do something for ONPASSIVE every day. Sherry is a pure heart. She couldn't scheme or manipulate if she tried, but I bet she's been the victim of it many times. Bless her. Yeah. Sherry is the perfect example of the people that we would be saving from this.
It's going to do, so I always try to, if I come on a little early. So that's why it's good for, if you're watching me on my Facebook page or my Instagram page, come join me here on my YouTube station. And give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my station. That way if I come on early or a little late, most of the time I'm early or just on time. You'll get notified, and plus it's not, I not only do lives, I also share other things on my channel as well. So
I will give her that too, actually. I mean, she always throws in, it's like Sherry's stream if it was a sandwich. You would have a bunch of love and inspirational quotes at the beginning. The meat of it would be a bunch of ONPASSIVE information. And then the bottom bun, would be the her telling you to contact your family and your loved ones, pick up the phone. That's basically her streams in a nutshell.
You'll get those because those won't be, exact time as I have put when I'm on my live. So subscribe to my station, give me a thumbs up, and that ought to do it. So here we go. Let's get started. So today's date.
Oh, she was so excited. Let's get started.
Is 1/20/2024, folks. You heard me right. It's already the 20th of the month.
What?
Do you remember when you were saying Happy New Year? I know, it's already the 20th of the month. So, and here in California, it's been raining. It's supposed to rain like all the way through the weekend and Monday as well. So, I don't know what's doing in your neck of the woods. I heard you guys had snowstorms, ice storms, and all that across the board there. Anyway, I got something from Oprah Winfrey. I think I shared this one with you last year. What's a new year? So I thought I'd share it with you again. I like to give value to my channel. So if you get any value, let me know. Give me a message me down below and let me know I gave you some value. Whether you're watching this now, you're watching it later, or you're watching it 6 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, let me know. That would be awesome. So here we go. Oprah Winfrey. This is from Oprah. Oh, I can't talk straight. Oprah Winfrey. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Ooh, think about that. When you make loving others the story of your life, there's never a final chapter because the legacy continues. You lead your light to one person and he or she shines it to another and another and another. So it spreads. So to me, that's so cool to shine your light and let.
See, Sherry just wants to shine her light and spread love and Oprah quotes. But this is what makes Sherry Sherry. I honestly think maybe this thing would be better if more people watch Sherry and less people watch Marty and Chris.
It go out there and it shares on through. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from your focusing on what excites you. Think about that. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what.
See, that's the thing is that Sherry, like watching her stumble through these is almost endearing in a way. Whereas watching the rest of them, you're like, oh God, just get done. You're fucking.
You're excited. I'm going to read that again. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Ooh, I like that. So think about that. If you've had goals.
And you can tell that she's been in other MLMs because this whole thing is very MLM-y. Come on with inspirational quotes.
That you started with this year, think about those things I've just shared with you and it may implement them or what have you. So, and then the description I always forget what I put. Do you know why I forget it? Is because I change it or I think of it the day before and then I'm like, well, what did I put? ONPASSIVE is for you, no doubt. It had something to do with that. Why ONPASSIVE is for you. And you say, Sherry, why do you keep talking about ONPASSIVE? Or you say, Sherry, I don't know what ONPASSIVE is. Heard of the word, but I don't know what it is. How can it be for me?
Imagine not knowing what it is, and then Sherry is the one that you come across to explain it to you. Agent Schillbach says, let's flood Sherry's station comments with uplifting quotes. Make her go viral above the three amigos. Honestly, she should. She should. She works harder than they do. I promise.
What's going to do for me, all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm here to tell you, what it's going to do for you is, one, it's going to save you time because of the single sign-on.
Okay, Sherry, you have to give up this single sign-on thing. Sherry always brings up the single sign-on as ONPASSIVE's like main selling point, and it's just not it. Yes, you have to love Sherry. You have to love on her. You cannot be mean to Sherry. It's just not allowed.
A whole new way to internet using artificial intelligence, folks. Sure, you heard of that word by now. AI, artificial intelligence, is driven with artificial intelligence and a single sign-on, folks. Time saver. To me, that is amazing because no more.
Okay, but Sherry, sweetie, like, how much time does it take to sign in? I mean, let's actually think about this for a minute, okay? Signing in takes like 2 seconds, right? So how much time are you really saving by not signing in like 3 times? I would say you'd be lucky if you were saving like 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is the one you want to go with. Also, to me, as I keep pointing out, it's not always single sign-on. I've had many times where I go into ONET and it will ask me to sign in again for some reason. That's happened to me a bunch. And also, it opens up 500 tabs. Single sign-on, but instead of you clicking on something and the page refreshing and then bringing that up for you, it opens up a brand new tab on your browser and brings you to a new tab, which then kind of takes away from the 30 seconds that it saved me not signing in a bunch, because then I'm spending that 30 seconds having to click on tabs. You see, Sherry? So that was even no time at all, okay? This is not the selling point you think it is. Just stop it. See, even Joe says single sign-on, but Sherry, you still get 10 different tabs. Like, it takes away from that. Especially if you're going with it saves you time. And it's not like ONPASSIVE has like, password. Like, I use Google often. I mean, I'm on YouTube, so most of my stuff is through Google. And it has like a whole thing that like saves all my passwords. It will come up with the passwords for me and then save them so that, it's just automatically inputted. So like you can do that, Sherry, if you use Google. Not if you use ONPASSIVE, though. They don't have that yet. They don't have that yet at all. It just makes me like, kind of wonder about a little bit. When Sherry talks about her memories of the turn of the century, she's talking about the 1800s, not the 1900s to 2000s. Sherry has corresponded with over 20 death row inmates and asked them to marry her. They have all withdrawn their appeals and petitioned the governor to expedite their executions. I kind of miss Sherry's photo frame with the stock photos in it. Sad but fun at the same time.
Like, I don't know about you, I always think of my password and forget it, or I change it, I save the wrong one, something like that. So it's a time saver. So we built everything from the scratch up and made them our own. So we're the newest way to internet. Out with the old folks and in with the new is what I say. I am so incredible.
She says it all the time. That's the first time I've ever heard her say it, but she says it.
To be in this company, and you will be too, even if you're just using our passive ecosystem, which is the whole new way to internet. It's really phenomenal when you get back there and see them, because also it's unlimited use.
Okay.
And because of our data centers, it keeps.
There are no data centers. Stop it.
Your stuff so secure because of the encryption that it has on it. To me, knowing that is so incredible as well, because I am so excited for you to see that there's something else different out there, something more better, more easier, by the way. It's easier, funner.
It's funner. It's more better. It's more funner. And it's more easier, guys.
You have to be a real person to get into this company because we have something called O-Verify.
No, you don't. You don't have that at all. That's not a thing. Literally doesn't exist.
You'll see it back there coming very soon.
See? It's okay, guys. Everybody in this has to be a real person because we have O-Verify. Coming soon. Well, they're already here, Sherry. The robots have already joined. Judgment Day is coming.
which is also a time saver on all the different platforms, because you're not going to get no spam people here. You're not going to get no scammers or anything like that. So to me, it is so phenomenal. Hey, Queen of Karma. Anyway, scratch that. So.
So I may have shown up for this. And I said, hello, Sherry. I really, really appreciate you. But this is a scam. And I need you to leave it. And poor Sherry here. Let's just watch that again, just for fun.
You'll see it back there coming very soon. which is
that was the scammer's throat clear, by the way.
Also a time saver on all the different platforms, because you're not going to get no spam people here. You're not going to get no scammers or anything like that. So to me, it is so phenomenal. Hey, Queen of Karma. Anyway, scratch that. So
she sees me. She says, "Hey, Queen of Karma," and then you can kind of see the wheels turn in her head then for a second, where she realizes who I am, right? Then she kind of rolls her eyes at me, like, "Oh God, she's here," and then goes, "Scratch that." Sherry, you didn't want to say hello to me? It was only me and Salami Nugget that were watching you at the time. Because afterwards I went in Discord and I was like, hey. I just said hello to Sherry. And I guess she doesn't want to say hi. Or she took her hi back. I don't know. And he was like, oh yeah, she had 2 viewers, me and you. So you can't lose me as a viewer. We keep your station going. Now, all the love to Sherry, though. I can't blame her for saying scratch that. Not just because of who I am and the fact that, you know, I've reacted to her before. But also because Ash and the other LCs in this thing have literally been pounding it into their brains not to associate with myself and the recovering Hunbot. And have basically been told that if they do, they could get into trouble. Right? So, her saying my name, you know, with these guys.
Stop going there.
Saying things like that on their webinars, you know, it was kind of like, oh, I don't want to get into trouble. And this is why sometimes when I'm going through screenshots of people in ONPASSIVE, I'll block off people's names. Because I don't want to put anyone in a position here where they're completely screwed over by ONPASSIVE because they get booted out. So I think she was trying to save her own butt. You know, and like she said hi to me and then went, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be nice to this person here. I might get into trouble. And I did feel kind of bad for ambushing her. I did. I was kind of like, oh shit, I didn't think she would actually say hi to me. It wasn't my first time in her stream chat. It's just before, when I've come in there, I haven't come in as hot. I've just come in and said hi. And she's never said hi to me before. So I was just kind of doing the same thing again. Although this time I threw in a, Sherry, this is a scam. I really wish that you would get out of this. So, it was kind of funny to me, though. Sherry should go to the nearest saloon and get those cobwebs taken care of. Could make her think about other things than ONPASSIVE. She should get Ash to pay her to go to the salon and spa. She's worked in this thing. She does the voiceover for some of Bill Musk's productions. And that's what I mean. Like, they know that she'll do whatever it takes and to help people. So they take advantage of her a lot, Right? It's insane that they have this level of mind control that they don't dare talk with us. Is this Jehovah's Witnesses? It is. It's a complete cult of personality around Ash. Basically. So Ash has been very, very upsetty spaghetti, and Marty's been very, very upsetty spaghetti, and Chris has not been very happy lately with us. And they've really gone on to be like, stop going to them. Alonda especially has had a lot of ONPASSIVE people coming into her chat and speaking out. That's really got under their skin. Like the last few times I watched her live, she would have people come in and they would say, I'm a part of ONPASSIVE and I want to know why I'm not getting paid yet. And I tried to ask a question, but they just told me to keep waiting and then deleted it, And that's fair. You have to give people a place to go to voice those issues in this thing. And that's what we try to offer. And they know this now. And they're seeing it happening in real time, and they're not very happy with us. So that's why I think Sherry was like, scratch that. Please scratch that. I didn't say hi to her, I promise. I do not like Queen of Kellerba in my chat. I do not like her.
I'm here to tell you that if you haven't heard of ONPASSIVE and know what it's going to do for you in the long run, then you're really missing out. So when you get back there, then we have 3 free ones you can get right now. And the 3 free ones, one is OMail, which is like your email. Way different than anything you've ever seen, because when you get back there and see them, you can...
Guys, I'm hoping on Friday that I'll be able to do an in-depth stream about ONPASSIVE and why it's a cult instead of just an MLM or just like a group of lolcows trying to scam people. And we're going to be talking about the bite model. I'm hoping I can set it up for Friday. It might be Saturday though. But I'm hoping this weekend sometime.
See how incredible, amazing it is. And you would wonder, why hasn't somebody thought of this before? That's what I'm talking about. Why hasn't somebody thought of this before?
I know the Recovering Humbots covered that before, and I know I've briefly kind of gone through Stephen Hassan's bite model and talked about it. But I think we need to do it again.
Well, it's all about timing, folks. Timing. Timing is always everything, right? So the main thing about this company too as well is what I love about that you are going to love too as well, besides saving time, have more secure, and also is that you can make money in this company just by using our digital solutions. Who does that?
And do you know what? That's the thing, is that Sherry, like, they don't promote her. It kind of pisses me off, I gotta say. She has like hardly any subscribers compared to like these other guys that have like 40,000 subscribers. You would think that they would like tell people to go watch Sherry. You know how they often say, go watch this person, go watch that person? You'll never hear them say, go watch Sherry Dershowitz. Never. And this is what I mean. Like, they completely use her in this thing. They'll have her do the voiceover for the Bill Musk production stuff, whenever they need her. they'll bring her up, but she's not really a part of their little secret guys club.
Things. I don't know about you.
With Julie and Susie.
When you go borrow like I don't know, you borrow somebody's vacuum or something, they're not going to pay you to use it, right? Well, in ONPASSIVE, we pay you to customers for using our digital solutions.
No, they don't, Sherry. We've been through this, damn it. Stop telling people they get paid to use products. They don't get paid to use products. You're going to get kicked out. I mean, I secretly kind of hope it'll happen. It would be a blessing in disguise. That's what it would be. But at the same time, Sherry, you got to stop this.
So that, again, is another way for you to make extra income in our.
They will. They'll say, go watch John. They'll say, go watch. They basically tell you to watch everybody but Sherry. Like, they never bring her up. And she goes live almost every day like this. That's why I started, like, watching her so much. I kind of felt bad. I was like, geez, this lady gets thrown on the back burner a lot, huh? She doesn't have much subs. And she seems like the sweetest person there.
In our company. I'm not saying you're rich overnight. I am saying that you can make money in this company by letting the artificial intelligence do the work for you. Drop the mic, folks. Who went one?
See, the thing is there was a time where Ash and the other top founders were saying that you would get paid to use the product. Several years ago. Like, probably like when I first started to cover this was at like the tail end of that, where they would like very heavily imply that that's how this would be. So I'm pretty sure Sherry got the idea like from that time, and then it's just like hooked in her brain. She can't get over it. Like, no matter what. She always has to put it in that way. And I'm like, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. You know, that's not what it is. John is on several watch lists, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, maybe.
Listen, don't you deserve a break? That's why I say it's for you. Aren't you out there looking for something different? Because you know what? This world is a mess right now. Wouldn't you agree? And
oh no, Sherry, don't do this.
Plus, to top that off, our USA.
No, Sherry! God, no, Sherry! Don't bring politics into this now. I can't get away from politics. I run, and I run. But it just chases me.
It's just even the whole world's just a mess. In the USA, in California, or I just would say the United States, whoever our president's gonna be, it's not gonna fix anything. You got this is Plan B. I say Plan A.
Vote Ash 2024. Jesus Christ. I mean, to be fair. As someone who's from Scamadia, Scam-adia, as Albs would call it. I mean, you guys did have Donald Trump, the MLM scammer as a fucking president. So, maybe Ash is next.
A to Z, because we are recession-proof. We are not going with the flow of what's going on in the world. We're going to make
Ash will make America great again. He'll make the Americas great again.
Make it better, because the whole thing about this company is about correcting the corruption. You heard me right. Help correcting the corruption.
Just take a seat over there.
And help humanity. And that's what I'm talking about, because our the company, as before, my brother and his wife, my sister, said that he knows that I say this is my number.
Okay, you try to say that out loud. Okay? Schemata.
Okay, not his. This is my numbers. I say more than 95% of the people out there always wanted to help, but they never had either the time or the money at the same time. And you can get that here in ONPASSIVE.
Okay.
Have both time and money. at the same time. He knows once you have that, you're apt.
The brother and sister thing is very culty. And it also is the whole MLM, we're your new family thing. Cults and MLMs do this thing, and this is why, like, they are commercial cults. We call them commercial cults over here. Basically, I cover cults. Whether it's commercial cults, religious cults, scammy cults, whatever, community cults. All right, I've covered some weird gay hopping Discord cult like things. Okay, and no matter what, I look at mob mentality, group behavior, cults, the likes. That's kind of my gig. Okay, and this caught my attention because it's very much a cult, and the whole brother and sister thing is literally like what all of the cults use. It's this way to make themselves seem like family. You will be more loyal if you have personal connections with the people in it, for example. Which is why I think they do a lot of these like hangout kind of streams. The webinars are like 10 hours long. It's to give that sense of community. And they'll take it one step further and they'll start calling each other brothers and sisters. You see it a lot in religious cults too. And it's almost like these guys got it from there. You know? They just got to drink the Kool-Aid. When they ask the kids to show them on the doll, guess who the doll looks like? I don't know. Who does it look like? Not John Burrell, I hope. Instead of Oh Canada, it's Scamanada. We changed it.
To share it with others. Once you agreed with me on that, I would. Because I know I'm one of those persons.
Yes, you are, Sherry. Who shares? That's right. You share it with others, Sherry. Go share.
That I've always wanted more time. Or maybe I've had time because I've got injured at work and unable to work. So I've had time right now. But I didn't have the funds to help others, let alone myself. So to me, that is phenomenal to have both here. That's
See, and that speaks a lot to who Sherry is. See, I didn't have the funds to help others, let alone myself. So Sherry is here in hopes that, you know, Ash will be able to save her and then help her save other people.
What I'm talking about, folks. This company is driven with heart. It's not about filling their pockets.
It is about filling Ash's pockets specifically.
It's about helping our world, all around the world, not just over here in the U.S., not just over here, my neighbor.
It's funny how you take that as a selling point, and I look at that as preying on people in countries that aren't as well off as the rest of us.
All over the world, you're going to see an amazing...
We're going to scam everybody! All over the world, not just in the US and Canada and Western society. No, we want to go to the third world countries and scam them too.
Change in this world, which we need right now more than anything. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but it's definitely going to happen. So that's all. I will put my link above. And if you want to know more, reach out and give me a call. I'll put my phone number below, or get back to the person who sent you here as well, because that's how we roll in ONPASSIVE. It's not about me, it's about helping all. We're all the same. And what I also like about ONPASSIVE too is...
Right, like a true tech boomer. The true tech boomer she is. Also, the flat earthers always do this.
No more getting ahead of the people at the top.
I guess to them it's because the horizon doesn't exist.
We make it stable. Stable, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe you've never had the chance to get ahead. And passive, it's possible. And it will happen. I just named off one digital solution we have back there. There's going to be many more. There's going to be some free ones you can get now. There's going to be many more added to the platform constantly. Constantly?
Really, Sherry? Is constantly the word that I would use? Have they been adding products constantly? I mean, we've been waiting. We've been basically releasing O Connect nonstop for the last, 6 months now?
And you're going to see.
And nothing's come out since, so.
See how you implement them. So here's why if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you're hurting or sick or anything like that, my prayers are for you. So many people are going through so much, whether they're ill, whether they know somebody who's ill, whether they...
Yeah, and the last thing that they need is one of these scams, Sherry. Please rethink this.
Just so much going on in the world. Wouldn't you agree? So to me, I believe in prayer, so you do you, because everybody is different, right? That's another thing I love about ONPASSIVE. We don't disintegrate.
I do feel like it is a lot easier for those that believe in a faith or a spirituality to be manipulated into things like this, where you just have to have faith in someone, in
any way.
Then maybe us atheist skeptics, I'm just saying, they use a lot of faith manipulation in all of these. It doesn't work on me, but if you're religious or spiritual and you're in this, it might work on you.
Shape or form, you can be you. That's what I love about this. You can be you. You don't have to. It's just a phenomenon. You got to just get back there and check it out for yourself. So here's two things also that I...
Yeah, Elves, John Barilla really wanted to be a famous actor. And he was never given the chance. Although he has been in some things. He's been in a few things. But then that was it. And so he's kind of like the guy that really wanted to become an actor, but then didn't even get to become a waiter while he was waiting. And just ended up joining MLM schemes instead. And then never became that actor. So now there's always like this chip on his shoulder, and any chance he can get, he will perform. Like, he's like the theater kid, but like the annoying one, not one like me that just like to be in plays. Like an annoying theater kid that was like all about it all the time. And was like, I'm going to be famous one day on Broadway. Yeah, he's like one of those. And he just has not been able to accept this, John Barilla is to ONPASSIVE as Tom Cruise is to Scientology. Pretty much. Except at least Tom Cruise did have an acting career. John Barilla just wishes he did.
I like to share in my lives that is like a favor for me, for you, or whatever you want to say. It's a favor if I wish for you, which is actually more for you than for me. And that is pick up the phone.
There you go.
Don't text people. Can somebody really hear in your voice your passion, your love?
See? But at the same time, she's selling like technology products that further puts a wedge in people picking up the phone. I'm just saying.
Whatever. When you text, I don't care about quotes, hearts, all that stuff. No, they can't hear your voice. They can't hear your...
Yeah, if you use O-Connect, though, they can't hear your voice either.
Passion. They can't hear your heart. Pick up the phone.
Whoa, she's getting snappy today. Pick up the phone. Pick it up.
Dial the number, whether they answer or not. If they don't answer, don't hang up. Leave a message. They may...
She's getting mad. She's a finger pointing at us. Listen, pick up the phone. If they don't answer, you leave a message. Do you hear me? You better leave them a message. You leave them a message. You tell them what they mean to you, and then you tell them to call you back.
They want to hear what you may have been wanting to hear your voice, even if you just called them a week ago or yesterday. They may want to hear your voice. Make sure that you're okay, because it's crazy out there in the world. Hearing your voice may have perked them up and made their day. So, and here's the other thing. That this is why I want you to share this out. It's not about the numbers for me. It's about you sharing this message out. The ones I did in the beginning, the thing I did in the beginning, then ONPASSIVE message, and then these two messages right here. I don't know why I got in my mouth.
She's got stuff coming out of her mouth.
Hold on real quick.
Sure.
So anyway,
we gotta teach her how to edit so that she can edit that shit out. Damn it.
To me. So anyway, these two messages are so important to me. This is my passion. And my passion, this one here is just, it's really my passion. So you got to find your passion. So that is you, the one who's been put down. I know everything.
Yeah, it's my understanding that he's pretty much only done voice work. He's done voice work and then some like little plays. And that made him famous.
Everybody's been put down in their lifetime, sometime or another in your life. You know what you got to do. Because I know it hurts your...
Everyone had that art teacher, I guess. My art teacher was like that too. I know everyone's thinking the same thing when they read this comment. I guess we all had that art teacher.
Your heart hurts your brain, it hurts your heart, right? What you got to learn to do. You got to learn to let it go in one ear and out the other.
We need Bob Larson.
Yes, can be very impossible. Trust me, I've been in several situations where I've had to do that. Know that it's not you. It might just...
I probably like him better as a mime, Chris. To be honest.
Be that person, the things that they're going through, or it's how they were brought up, or whatever it is. It's not you. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not ugly. You're smart. You have talents. All of that. If they put you down, said you'll never amount to nothing. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're stupid. You're ugly. Whatever it is.
Wow.
Let it go. One ear and out the other. Because if you don't,
to let it go. And that's a point on its own, right? But then she throws in one ear and out the other.
It's going to eat your heart up, which
I love Sherry.
Eat your health up, which eats your brain up as well, which eats your health up.
Did she not already say health? Okay,
You are a miracle here. You were put here for
oh, thanks, Sherry.
For a reason. You're unique. You're a miracle, and you matter in this world.
Are you talking to me? You knew I was there.
So that thing to me that's my passion. If I could just save one person's life, or have one person to gather the information I give them in the beginning, the middle, or in the end, to me, I've done makes me feel good inside. So you do matter. You have passion. You have dreams. Maybe you put
scratch that.
them down into the trash can. You said since maybe you're starting to believe what those people told you, that you don't matter. You can't do this. You can't do that. Bring your passion back. Let it go in one ear and out the other, please, because you are a miracle here and you matter. There's some reason why you're here and you need to be here. So let it go one ear and out the other. I know it can be very hard, especially if it's your boss or a loved one or something like that.
That could be her superhero name when they come out with the X-Men.
Going to do, I mentioned this before, I am going to do another live that has to do with part of that had happened to me. And if you can relate, that would be awesome. Not that it's really kind of hard to share, right? That part, but I'm going to do it because I want, if I can help somebody, that's what I'm talking about. It's not about me. So find your passion, bring it back. You do matter. You're a miracle. So that's all I have for you folks.
Thanks,
if
Harry.
You're a global proud brand ambassador, and you
guys heard it here. Find your passion. You deserve to be here. You're all miracles.
Yes, my brother, Mr. Ashby Farr, CEO of the company.
No one puts bimbo in a corner.
Was on yesterday, just hanging out with us. It was so cool and fun and exciting.
Yeah, I know. It was like 4 hours long. It was insane, actually.
If you missed that, the notes are in the back office. Catch that, and you'll be glad that.
I think reading it would almost be worse than watching it. That'd be so much more boring. Imagine if I just came on here and read the notes to you guys.
You did.
I gotta do enough reading with you guys, and you guys are already like, Queen, react to things instead of reading all the time.
And if you're Global Proud Brand Ambassador, I'm gonna see you at the next level.
Which one of you?
Where our ears will pop.
You gotta set her up with Warhammer is what we gotta do, Joe. That's what we gotta do. Like Nicola, you think she'd send him her feet?
Our brains will pop and our hearts will pop, because that's
Our brains will... Sherry. This doesn't sound like a good thing. When you say our brains will pop and our hearts will pop. Let's take it to the top, where our brains will have aneurysms and then we have heart attacks. Woohoo! Jesus.
Now my amazing brother, Mr. Ash McFarland's lovely wife, and the amazing dream team around the world, places I don't even know yet. That is how they give it to us.
You're right. Sherry deserves better. I do apologize. Sherry, that was very cruel of me. You deserve much better than all of them.
Heart, with knowledge, with entrepreneurship, right? With even just everyday life hacks. All the above. That's how they give it to us. And why?
Don't you have to have a brain to pop, though, Sherry? That was mean. I apologize, but...
Because they know the mission is about helping the world to be a much more loving and peaceful place and equal.
Oh, yeah, the back office is, you know, when I show you guys my screen after I log in, that's it.
To help humanity and help correct the corruption. They know the mission. I don't know if you want to call it a mission, whatever you want to call it.
Mission.
They know what it's for, and they look tirelessly hard on our behalf to help our world to be more loving, more peaceful. That's what we need right now. More love, more peace, more equal, folks. That's all I have for you. What's tomorrow is Saturday, Sunday. It's Sunday already, parts of the world. I will be on here on...
I like how she saved it there. In time zones.
Sunday, but I will not be on here on Monday. So I'm going to catch you tomorrow. So take care, take charge, God bless. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Love you all to pieces. Remember, you're
I'll just open another account. I'm not that worried about it. Don't worry, Chris. That was Sherry. See, she's just sweet. She just wants to help everybody. She always puts me in a better mood after Marty and Chris make me upset. But this is the back office right here. Every time they say the back office, this is it. This right here. Excuse me. I better not be getting my daughter's cough. She was up in the middle of the night coughing all night. I feel like I am, though. Watch me get sick. But this is the back office right here. This is it. So whenever they're like, the back office, check in the back office, this is it. And they mean check for the updates here, and they haven't updated since the 7th. So that's what's going on. That's the back office. That's the back office. And Chris is saying this because I already had an account that they booted after I went on the webinar and Ash and I had our conversation. He literally booted me that night. He was like, what account does she have? We gotta find this and kick her out of here. Fuck that queen, you know? So that's why they know we have accounts and they're always trying to find us and delete us. And I'll just keep opening up a new one because despite what Sherry said, they actually don't have O-Verify. So I can just keep doing that. You know, I know it sucked, Joe. It sucked. She was home today. Because I was up at 3 a.m. Trevor was up at 3 a.m. She was up at 3 a.m. coughing and coughing and coughing. Nonstop for an hour straight. She wouldn't stop coughing. And now I'm all bleh. So there's that. That's why I'm so tired today. That's why I was like, I'm tired. I'm worried at how little O coin you have. The 10 O coin, yeah. I got that for signing up. Everybody has 10 O coin when they sign up. Yay! Sherry asked for a role in Handmaid's Tale. John, too. They were denied. Right? You can't put a value on an O coin. They say it's 1 US, but yeah, okay, you know. Ash is a scam artist at omail.ai is still up. Yep. Yeah, no, I don't think they care about those kinds of things, although they do get very angry that there are fake accounts of them. They have mentioned that before, and that there's fake accounts of Ash. They've mentioned that. But they definitely are actively looking for me and the recovering Hunbot, and possibly Spencer if he's been in there messing around. Anyone that covers them. Shut up, Ricardo. My children used to spend hours coughing in winter. Eventually, I would let them in. Oh, I have it on my channel. You could go check it out. And then also Spencer put a clip of it in his video, which was kind of cool because I like Spencer. I watch him. I had another situation again where I was like, oh, cool. Spencer posted. This happened to me with Illuminati. I was like, holy crap. Illuminati posted a video of Sensi. And then I went and watched it and I was in the video. And I was like, whoa, that's me. Same thing happened where I went to go watch Spencer's latest ONPASSIVE video. And I was literally sitting there watching it. And I was like, oh, cool. Video about ONPASSIVE. Because he does like one every year, you know. So I was kind of like, yeah, Spencer finally covering the SEC lawsuit. Woohoo! And I was all excited, right? I was so happy. And then all of a sudden there I was. And I was like, whoa! What am I doing on the video? Crazy! So yeah, you can watch it in both places. Hello, Jelly Snack. Good to have you. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Please don't do any more Ash Clown Photoshops, Queen. I know. I hate clowns. I actually hate clowns. So I hear you. I really do. All right, to end this off, we have one more video from our friends Marty and Chris because Red was supposed to be there. This is called ONPASSIVE Live, Marty, Chris, Red. So twice in a row, they said Red was going to be there. Let's see what happens.
Starts in 10 seconds.
Please do more. I love him. He's like, no, I was joking. I was being sarcastic.
10, 9, 8,
No, he doesn't.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, the Papua New Guinea live is haunting. I might cover it. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to work out when I'd be able to do that. Because I'm also covering Love Has Won, the 5D full disclosure call. So I also have to fit that in this week. So I might be able to do it Wednesday or Thursday. No, Thursday's that. So yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe next week. Because it's a bit longer, so I'd have to like only do that. You know what I mean?
1, go.
So they changed the intro, as you see. Which I appreciate because we know how much I hated the other one. I was just like, I feel like the other intro pumped you up for something amazing to happen. And then it was just like these AI commercials. And then it panned to like Marty sitting there. Very underwhelming. You know, you're just like all pumped up for a great time. They're like, go! There's like an explosion. They play club music. You're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be sick. Woo! And then it's just like Marty sitting in his chair. You're like, oh, never mind. Ah! Jesus Christ, damn it! Scared me! Oh. That was not nice, Chris. That was not nice. Also, I hate this. Why does this remind me of like old school Nintendo music, but at the same time I hate it? Okay, a timer? I'm just gonna bring up the fact that I'm on StreamYard right now, and StreamYard comes with a timer. Okay, so when you first have the StreamYard, they have one. I have a timer. Okay, and then it counts down 10 seconds at the end. I won't play the whole thing for you because it's like a minute long. But like that's not a big thing. It's not really like a big thing. When you get a StreamYard account, it comes with like this little timer. YouTube has timers. So if I'm doing a premiere on my YouTube channel, it always has to have a timer. For some reason, they're like, they'll just put one in if I don't pick one. Right? Like, so that's not really a new thing. Again. Robin left the PNG live stream really fast. Hope they are okay. Robin right now just got diagnosed with cancer. So we do send her all of our well wishes, and we hope that she will be okay. It was aggressive. It sounded like a horror story was about to start. It was scary. The Marty party.
Hello, everybody. Another frosty January 18th. It is cold too, man. Oh no, it's up a little bit today. 28 here in New Jersey.
You changed the beginning today, I see.
Yeah, something different.
Hello. Marty and Chris will be joining you in a second. What happened to our?
I have that one. I have that one too.
I
have them both. Yesterday, as everybody knows, Ash popped on, kind of unexpectedly. I mean, he said he would if he could, but I didn't think he'd have time. But not only he had time, he brought everybody with him. Started seeing names I didn't recognize. I'm so glad I didn't kick people out. And then
Red's not coming today. Red can't make it today, Marty.
Yeah, that's right. And Red will not be here today. So
again? Wow, he must really like shooting those birds.
Sorry about that. He's told us he would, but he can't. That's okay. I think he'll be with us tomorrow, and then I think for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I don't think he does weekends anyway. I don't know. Maybe sometimes. It doesn't matter. Me and Chris will be here either way. Chris has got to go on the move after we leave here. But yesterday, Ash came on, and Kamal and a couple of the people, the staff was there, and he ran some stuff real quick. It is on our channel, mine and Chris and Red's. You can watch it again. Pretty much, he believes and said it, and I believe it too. After seeing what I've seen, Connect, we're going to take it over. It's going to happen, which is a big deal. And not only does it play better, the functions and the features we have are mind-blowing. I mean, nobody has that. And it is a lot of fun. I mean, when they're cheering after somebody said something or whatever, but it was so clear. We were on last night again. It was like rock solid, beautiful. They did work on how they're going to allocate people that will get some customers have paid. If you wind up with a customer that's paid, guess what? Not only do you get the customer, you get the commission too. And hopefully a lot of these people that we're getting eventually, my opinion, they will pay. Something to come down the road that they like and they want to purchase it. Boom, what happens? You get a commission. So they're going to start divvying people out. People say, am I left out? Nobody's ever left out. All we said was, if you're in, you'll win. And part of being in, you have to purchase a product. If you didn't get around to purchasing one now, I would do it as soon as you can so that the next rotation.
In other words, if you don't purchase a product, then yes, they're leaving you behind. Just to sum up what he's going to say. Hello, Scam Chan. Good to see you. The chair changed its shirt today. Marty couldn't be bothered to do the same, though. No traffic yet. Apparently not. It was allocating. Remember, it was allocating come the 16th, but for some reason,
if customers come in, you'll get it. They had to put a line down a bit sometime because
right. I'm like, there's one you can only purchase one product right now. It's Connect. So but okay.
They kept moving it forward, and I believe some people made it that don't know they did, but that's okay. Let's just wait and see what happens. It doesn't mean You're not getting no one down the road. That's not what they said. They had a lot of people in the holding pen for the last.
So this is a different tune from us hearing them saying that you should sign up by the 16th. Otherwise, you won't be in the very first payment thing, right?
Last year.
Remember that?
Or at least many, many months. And we know people are joining daily. So pretty exciting times. They're also working on, we know that what Mr. McFarland said, I believe 2 weeks in a row, there's going to be commissions due. And I believe the big part of the commission had to do with where these people are allocated to so that we can find out who's where and who paid what and who did what. And I think that we'll see something more along the lines of other bonus and stuff like that, which is cool. I'm hoping, and knowing the way the company is, that everybody does well. I believe and know this for a fact. If you want to run a little bit or walk faster or whatever you want to do to enhance your business and ONPASSIVE, there is nothing like it. Nothing. I guarantee that.
I mean, he's not. There is nothing like it. There is nothing out there on the market that is such a piece of crap that people are trying to sell you as OConnect and as the products at ONPASSIVE.
If you're online, here's what was asked last night.
Oh, for fuck! Did you just remember now?
In trivia. Oh no, on Julie's show. That's right. They said, Marty, what would you explain to people that have never had another business online? This is the first one. I would say get down on your hands and knees and thank God, because Chris was one of them. I was online 20 years and a lot of money, lost a lot of money. But I mean, in my case, the truth is, I lost a lot of money, but I learned because I kept going. And I did learn how to market. It was a very expensive process, though, because I was forced to learn. But 98% of people don't have.
Potential customers join these lives must be thinking it's some kind of freak show. It kind of is. Yeah, it is. Yes, we did. We reacted to that on Saturday. Marty's been online for 20 years. I know, right? It's like, haven't we all at this point? Yeah, he was at work. It was kind of sad.
They have time to market. They don't have time to learn how to market. They're working 2 or 3 jobs. And it's a rigged game, and you can't win. ONPASSIVE took that game and flipped it on its head. You know, in the real world of MLM, 98% of the people don't make a dime. And ONPASSIVE, if you're in, you win. And the beauty of it is
what do you win? What are we winning? Who's winning? Are we winning yet?
Flipped it upside down.
Are you winning? Like, what have you won? You haven't made a cent from selling them.
98% of the people have a potential of winning and succeeding, and 2% won't. It won't. And the ones that won't, you know why? Because they quit. But if you're in and you win and you just a little bit of effort, do the little bit you're expected to do, I've never seen anything like it. Ever, ever, ever. And the only way you would know that, of course, you don't trust anybody because you've been burned online so much. Come in, get a free position, sign the NDA so that if a commission comes in, you can have it, and look around and see what.
That's not how it works. And now he's trying to make it sound like you come in and you sign an NDA and then get commission. That's not how that works either. Again, you have to buy a product in order to get commission.
See what we're talking about. So I would do.
And your NDA is not binding. An NDA isn't just like a statement on a website that you click yes to. In order for an NDA to actually be legal, it would have to go through like lawyers and it's a huge process. Okay? Your NDA is just like Onision's NDA. Like you literally just sat down, wrote out on a piece of paper, threw it up on a website, and then told everyone it was an NDA. That's not an NDA. It would be just like if I sat here, let's say I was some kind of psycho, And I was like, in order to be in my community and come hang out with me, you got to sign this NDA. And I just wrote on it, you can't tell anybody what we talk about. And then I made people sign it when they join like my members or something. Okay, it's insanity. That's all this is. It like, you break the NDA here, they can't do anything. They can't take you to court with it. It's not a contractual agreement. It's literally just like literally just made up. Ash just made it up. It's the same as if somebody sends you a cease and desist in your fucking email, okay? It's not legally binding. It doesn't mean anything. Now, if you get a knock on your door and you open your door and somebody there hands you a letter and says, "Hi, are you Marty DeGarmo?" And you say yes, and they go, "Here you go." And then you open up that letter and there's an NDA in there written up by a lawyer. All right, then it's probably legally binding, but otherwise, no.
That in a flash.
Dear there.
Chris is going to come on and tell you what his plans are after this and where he's going and what's going on. And we'll listen to him for a bit, and I'll go to the chat and post some chats. Go ahead, Chris.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. It's the same song and dance. He comes on, does a little team, talks about himself for a minute, because of course we need to hear about how he's failed at all of these for 20 years. So we should trust him in this one, you know? Again, MLMs and cults is the only place where you could be like, I failed at trying to do this 5 million times before, but this one time, this is the time that we'll do it right. You need to trust me. Come on this journey. So he has to do that for a while. And then after that, he's just like, okay, now you guys can hear from Chris. Like, wow, riveting content.
Good morning.
Yeah. Back to you, Chris. Back to you, like a news person.
Mr. DeGarmo, nice to see you on this crisp day. I am in Kentucky. I will be leaving right after this. I got to put the slide in, unplug it, and then I got to take off, go get some gas, and I will be heading for Tennessee. Now, I have to be in Georgia by 12 o'clock at Dr. Bill's, so I plan on driving quite a ways today to get to Tennessee, and then hopefully get through half of Tennessee, and that way I can. It's going to be a tight schedule for me. Let's put it this way. But
yeah, so you decided to stop and do a webinar to make yourself more morally. Good job, Chris.
I'll show up. I know that there's some people. I know Milo. I can't see Milo in Tennessee. He's too far off the beaten path. I said we'd meet up somewhere else. There was a guy, Marty Lowe, still hasn't contacted me. If you don't contact me, I keep going. I'm sorry. I just got to keep going. Excuse me. The goal is to get to Florida, where, it might be about 45 degrees there. It's still not suntan weather, but that's where my goal is. But I'm looking forward to.
Well, if it helps at all, Chris, Marty looks like he's been out in the sun for 2 years.
Meaning anyone, I'm done with Kentucky. I'll be back. I want a big shout out to Grace. Thank you for getting a hold of me. My son and my daughter-in-law.
It's funny because anywhere else, it doesn't help. But weirdly, in these MLMs, for some reason, it appeals to the people because they're set up for you to fail. MLM companies, okay? They're not set up for you to be successful. So it's pretty fair to say that most people have probably tried one out, not been successful, and been like, fuck that. Actually a very high number of people. It's in the 70 to 80% of people, all right, in the US, especially in Canada and that, have been in at least one MLM for some amount of time. Even if it was only for a week or something, right? And then you realized what it was and you left. So it's this weird thing where it ends up being relatable here somehow. So the people watching, since they're in this MLM, have probably all failed at least one MLM. That's a fair guesstimate, Pretty likely. So when Marty says things like this, he has a whole bunch of these people watching. Like I said, they've probably all failed at least one. And so what happens is they relate to him. And then for some reason, like I said, this is the only place where you could fail at all of them and then use that to be like, trust me in this one now. This is the golden ticket one. And I know because I felt that way about Sensi when I joined it. I was like, this is the safe MLM. This is the one that is going to be all of my, the answer to all of my woes, you know? It's a weird fuckery that happens. It's a mind fuck. Because, I mean, it makes no sense, right? To look at a failure rate like that and then expect success in future. But like I said, weirdly, in the MLM world, it becomes relatable and somehow equates to you being successful in an MLM in future.
And my grandson Cody, I had a blast with them. We went out to eat 2 nights in a row, and I just had a lot of fun with the kid. I will miss him. And that's pretty much it. But today, I'm going to chuck through Kentucky. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, and I want to kind of get through half of Tennessee. So we're just going to have to see how it goes and play it by ear. Right
This is like the road trip from hell. He hasn't planned this at all.
now, according to Ash Mafar, I got to turn on my TV and see the forecast. There is winter storm effects, but down here it just means cold. So there's no wind right now, which is perfect for me. It's not that cold. It's a little cold, but not bad. Yeah, the heat was going all night, but it's just something I got to do.
The good news is he pulled over to stream. So he's not like streaming and driving. We were worried.
I'm looking forward to see if anybody in Tennessee. Last call. Now listen, and I'm not going to say go through Marty because Marty just basically runs his emails, and I don't want you.
Basically, his strategy is to keep them hooked on FOMO, fear of missing out, and constantly distracted by the next best thing, which will probably never come. And he's been doing it. We've been covering this thing for going on like 3 years now over here. Myself and the Recovering Hunbot found it a few years ago. She found it. She asked me to come and check it out. We streamed about it often together. And then, you know, I got to go back to my channel eventually. And neither one of us have been able to stop because then we were kind of hooked on it. And, you know, I like to see things through. All right. If I bring up something like this, I want to see it through. So I promised people that I wouldn't stop until they stopped. So we've been streaming about them for a while. And that seems to be his strategy at all times. No matter what he's doing. See, like, I don't have proof of this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have proof of this. But we do at the same time. We have proof that he was sending like $200, $300 super chats to like Marty and Chris and them. So it's a fair thing to state that you believe that that's going on. But I can't say for sure he is. The sad thing is that he probably wouldn't have to keep these guys here. They've been here since the beginning. Since 2018, waiting around. And what happens is, after you put in so much time into something like this, it's almost like, now it has to work out, you know? They're riding on this working out so well now. They've been in it for so long. They've told their family to fuck off. We have Chris's brother here often in our chats. I adore Chris's brother. Chris has a really great family. And, you know, like, he's basically arguing with his brother to prove him wrong that this is going to be the next best thing and amazing. So he's got a lot riding on this. So even without money, unfortunately, they would still be here doing this. That's kind of the sad thing. I mean, no one really makes money in MLMs, right? And look at how many people are promoting MLMs every day that are not making money. It's not the business that keeps people. It's the community. It's the lie that being a part of it will give you the chance to help others. Like I keep saying, why Sherry's in it very hardcore. That's her reason. You know? They're even telling people that getting will cause them to commit Sudoku. Yeah, leaving will get them to. Mm-hmm. If you leave on passive, then you'll commit Sudoku. And I personally think that Ash will be responsible for more Sudokus than leaving this thing would be. I'm just saying. We've already lost several. Yeah, we've already lost several ONPASSIVE founders. I believe like 5 or 6 have passed away since I've been covering it. Really. It's really sad. I really do hope that Robin Noble isn't the next one. Like, that's pretty upsetting to me, actually. Don't like her, but still don't want that to happen. The other MLMs are seeing money, but not enough to pay their expenses, but they don't realize it. And see, it would have the same hold here, except here you're going to have a bunch of people eventually, like I keep saying, complaining about not making money. And we see that in the Facebook groups often. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So basically, like, even without money, they're still going to be here. That's not what they're here for. And I think that's why they feel confident whenever they say that, like, ONPASSIVE isn't about money. Because they would still be doing it, even though they're not getting paid. Like, you have to think, for the first 3 years in this thing, nobody was getting a cent. And it was just Ash doing webinars, and for some reason, still all these people showed up over and over and over again. You know? It's funny because in the Ash webinar, the Recovering Hunbot reacted to from 2019, he said he isn't interested in fluff and wasting people's time. Yet that is all he does these days. And that's all he did back then. Like in 2019, that's all he did was waste your time with the webinars, like the 4-hour one that occurred Friday night. It was just those over and over again. And like you guys pointed out, was it you, Violet, that said that there was 7 to 8 hour ones? Like that was a constant normal in ONPASSIVE. That's what they did every day. Is they just wasted time, just planning. And then they were having midnight, oh bless, planning sessions over at Rob Lynn, that channel. It was basically Lynn putting them on. And that was insane. They would talk for like 2-3 hours. That shit started at midnight Eastern time. Midnight for them too. And they would stay up in the middle of the night and then do these, midnight. Do these ONPASSIVE, oh bless, where what you did is you just sat around thinking of all the people you wanted to help with oh bless. And, like, just pointless. Like, oh bless doesn't even exist. It still doesn't. To this day. And that was like 1.5 years ago they were doing this. You know what I mean? Like, what was the point in all that? And the thing is that they forget everything. Because that was 1.5 years ago that they were doing these midnight streams. So it's not like they're going to fucking remember this shit now. In another year or two when, if Oblast does become a thing, let's say. Right? It's not like they'll be able to pull off of those ideas. So we basically went through months of just stupidity. And I gotta be honest, that's why sometimes, we'll try to only react to, like, what Ash says in some of these webinars, where it's, like, the PNG one and Ash makes an appearance. It's because there's just a lot of just wasting people's time. And we just don't need that. And then sometimes I like to showcase that they're just wasting people's time. We pretty much do that on Mondays. We'll be like, well, what time are they wasting this week? What baffles me is the founders truly believe Ash refunded $108 million. Yes. Because this is what he keeps saying. He says, I gave all of that money back to you. So right before Christmas, in case you guys missed it, or maybe you don't remember, because again, things have changed here 5 times since then. He did give everybody that was signed up as an O-Founder affiliate to sell. Okay, because remember, you have to sign up for that. So if you had done that by December, you got like 97 O coin handed to you. It was supposed to pay you back for your sign up. Okay? So the SEC found out, right, that the money that Ash made was $108 million. That's why the lawsuit's for that amount. It's the retribution amount that they came up with, as I've talked about almost exhaustingly since August when it came out. Like they went and tracked down every cent of that money and what Ash spent it on, listed it out for us. So when that news came out, Ash, to try to make himself look good, decided to so-called refund the O founders. Now, what he did is he gave it to them in O coin, which, as I've also pointed out, is just his money that he can just make. He can literally go into your O wallet and just put in there $1 million O coin, and then you will have $1 million O coin. Like, it doesn't mean anything, right? We know this, but they don't. So when that happened, they all went, oh wow, we're all being refunded. And Ash went, I refunded everybody the money that they're asking me for. And he thinks he'll be able to show up now next February at the courts and say, oh, well, I gave that money back at the end of 2023 into everyone's O wallet. And he thinks the SEC is going to go, oh, okay, then. Well, never mind. We'll just shut this whole thing down. Never mind going to court. He paid everybody back. It's all good. But again, we're not that dumb. Unfortunately, though, the O founders are all over there going, Ashimufara is so amazing. He refunded all of us. He really doesn't care about making money in this thing. He gave it all back to us. He really did. And we're like, listen, that's not what happened, but it's you know. And so that's what's going on with that. That's the manipulation that Agent Shillbot is talking about, being baffled by. Because that's just a fuck around is what that is.
His messenger, but you could call my phone through Facebook Messenger when you see me in Tennessee and there's a place that you want me to meet. Yeah. Shoot me an address. I'll pull over and I'll put it into my.
See, like, this is what I mean, though. If you're doing a meet and greet, like, why don't you have this planned out? Have you never watched, like, a YouTuber go on one of these tours before? Am I the only one? Okay, listen. When you're doing a tour, whether you're a rock band, okay, or you're an O-founder, or a YouTuber, whoever the fuck you are, you don't just get in a fucking vehicle, start driving, and then tell people to let you know on the way. All right? That's not what you do. You plan the trip, and then you know where you're going to be by what day. Maybe give yourself like an extra day to get there. You know what I mean? You pick the venue. You set it up. Or at least have people set it up with you in advance before you leave. Okay? And then you go there. And you tell people before you go, if you want to meet me, meet me at these places. Here are all the places I am going to be. Whichever one is easiest for you, come meet me at it. Because that's the other thing. Right? It's not fair to expect people to just randomly travel to come meet you. And then all of a sudden they find out that your next stop is like closer to their house, let's say. Like, that's the kind of thing that will happen here. That you just want to avoid. Just to make this trip go easier for you and everybody that you plan on meeting. It's just like ridiculous. Like, I've never seen somebody plan a trip like this before to go meet people. You know? It's so silly. Let me know. I'll just pull over. I'll just put it in my Google Maps, and then I'll see you hopefully soon.
GPS, but or my track, whatever you call this thing I put in. I don't even know the terms for it, but I want to see if I
again. Tech geniuses, everyone.
can get a group of people. It's so much better.
See, that's the funny thing, Peaceful, is that actually, no, that's the beauty thing. You would think that Ash would help pay for some of this trip if it's like a non-passive meet and greet kind of thing, right? Chris is just paying for all of this all by himself out of pocket while he's not making a cent here, which is why this is also a bad idea.
Like a group of you can go meet someone and we could do, just have a little fun for a couple minutes. We'll do a crazy live like we did with Grace and get your attention. But I'm excited. I have a lot of questions. I'm not going to be answering questions for the next couple.
He's still kicking around. He's just not around as much. But I have seen him in a couple of the webinars since.
Days because I'm driving. Because some of the questions you should already know, to be honest with you. People are asking me the normal questions. And like, when is this going to happen? When
Again, but why don't you know? And of course people are asking you this. People are asking when they're going to get paid. When is the traffic going to actually be allocated to them? Where are they in the queue? All of this stuff. Normal things that people in this would ask. Again, the fact you don't have the answers is an issue here. You know? Kanani says, I guess people just don't want to meet you, Chris. It's not you, it's me.
Don't know. I'm driving. Send them all to Marty. He'll answer for you. No, don't send them to Marty. Actually, send them to Red. Red will answer all your questions. So it'll be a lot of fun. As far as birthdays today, I wish a bunch of people happy birthday. Hold on. Did I miss anyone special? Every year, all special. Loretta. You know Loretta that sings our Impassive song? My favorite Impassive song? It's her birthday. Happy birthday to that young lady with that beautiful voice. And Maylee D, Roy Canto. I think that's it for the founders, but happy birthday to you. I'm asking for, keep praying for my safe travels, but I want to shout a couple of prayers. Pat Parent, again, some silent prayers. She's going through some stuff. Shout out some prayers for her. And also, I'm going to let Marty say this one. Robin Noble. Marty, you want to take that one from here? You want me to say it? All right. Robin is going through some serious stuff right now.
Here we go.
We always ask people first about putting out prayers because both of us believe in prayers help a lot of things. Robin has got some things going on. I don't really want to get into the specifics, but it's
right.
It's very.
That's exactly what it is, Peaceful. People are asking me relevant questions about the company we're both a part of, and I've had enough. And not only that, but again, my same point that I had with Red earlier. They're the face of this company. They're the speakers of this company. Believe it or not, they're like the spokespeople, the face of the company, if you would. So who do you go to? When you're in an MLM, for example, you go to your uplines. You go to the manager of your team. They're the managers of the teams. So it's like you're supposed to have all the answers. You are the person that they're supposed to go to with these questions. Half the time they say, if something's not working, come to one of us. And then they complain about it. This is what I mean. It's like, how do you say that? And then you literally complain when they do come to you. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Stop it right now. Prayers don't help anyone. No. I don't want to get into specifics. It's cancer. Thanks, Chris. What a buddy. Best wishes to Robin. I just pray it's not her voice box. Jesus Christ. See, the thing is, no, we don't wish bad on Robin, and I've talked about it before. I just think it's kind of shitty to announce this how they do over and over again. Like, why are we bringing it? You already talked about this. Like, now we're just doing it for emotional manipulation purposes, as far as I'm concerned.
Scared cancer, okay? I said the word. She's got to go through some tests, possibly a surgery.
It's like maybe she would have liked to have told that story, but like after she went through it. A lot of people with cancer, believe it or not, they'll only go through it with family and friends and privately. And then after they've like already survived it, then they might let social media know. A lot of people are like that, you know? So like it's again, are we sure that she wanted this information like shared? Should we not have given her the opportunity to share it first? You know? Everything sits wrong with me about this whole thing.
And we're waiting. She's waiting for the results. So please say prayers for Robin and Pat. Keep our sisters close to your heart. Morning, noon, and night. Give them a shout out. I believe in it.
Yeah, I do really feel like Chris is basically just the hype man too. He does birthday sickness, hypes it up, you know. Red does the week in review, and then Marty just kind of like hangs out and likes to tell his story. He's like their token MLM dude. The failure of all the MLMs. Chris kept the secret for 3 seconds. That's a new record, right? Sicardo says, I think it's kind of shitty to exploit the desperate and delusional of the developing world whilst living safely with a public defender on speed dial. Me too. And it's the same thing with like Robin and her cancer. To exploit the illnesses of others as well, I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't come as genuine coming from them either.
I know Marty believes that prayer is like extremely the most important thing in the world, right next to God. So keep praying for them.
Okay.
I'm good. If anything happens to me or something, I pull off the road. If I get nervous or scared or I see a storm coming, I pull off the road. So I do appreciate the love. Even like Ash had a blast tearing me up yesterday, and you don't get it. I absolutely love when people tear me up. So have at it. I love being laughed at, whether I'm being laughed at or laughed with. It's okay by me. I left a comment on one of the negative channels last night because there was a guy saying, oh, Chris's head's getting too big. I don't think Marty and Chris can take him anymore with his littles. And listen, that's who I am. I said, Red is the professional when he's speaking. Marty is the serious guy about impassive. And Chris Johnson's the fun guy. This is who we are. We don't change for anybody. I'll never change for anybody, period. I've been this way since the day. When I came out of my mom's womb, I was cracking a joke. They smacked me in the butt. I didn't cry.
You know what? Basically. And that's what I mean. Like, do we have to announce it? I don't really like it. It's like, so she misses a few webinars. She's not around. Are they worried that people are going to wonder why she's not around and then read into it? Maybe. They're not bringing it up because they actually really care about her, though. That's the problem. Don't worry. Don't worry, Chris. People are praying and God is with you. Yeah, like, I feel like they just go live because it's like in their schedule to go live every day. They feel that false sense of duty and importance when they do this. They have a false sense of duty to go live every day, even if there's nothing to say. Right?
That's who I am. I'm doing this because I want to do it. No one's forcing me to do it. I'm doing it because I love doing it.
No, Marty takes jokes better than Chris does, hands down. Chris likes to be the one, too, to poke fun at Marty, and you'll notice Marty will poke fun back. Chris will almost, like, take offense, and then they'll almost be, like, fighting sometimes. You can tell. Marty will be, like, pissed off in the next stream at him almost. And I think Marty gets kind of fed up with it. Like, what, you can rag on me and I can't rag back without you getting all, like, man, you know? I've even brought that up, that they pick on him a little bit. Hello, Thomas. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know?
Am I that professional guy? I've never been a professional guy. And I'm never going to, I never want to be a professional guy. That's Marty and Red. both very professional when they're talking about Unpassive. All right. So
there was a stream I was covering of theirs. Maybe I'll try and find it later and post it up on the community tab. But I brought it up because it literally happened live, where they were like ragging on Marty, and Marty started to get a bit fed up of it, and you could tell it was starting to bother him. So he like said something back, and then like the vibe completely changed, and you could just tell that they were like angry at each other. Captain Kirk doesn't joke around, yo.
I'm the guy that just comes on because I want people to laugh. If we can't laugh together, what's the fun of it? And let me tell you, Marty and I all day are laughing.
I used to always joke that people came to the streams to watch me and the Recovering Hunbot stream because she was the brains and I was the comedy.
Laughing at something. That's the truth. But I love every one of you. I'm going to say big prayers for our two sisters. I'm going to say prayers for all of you. And I love everything. Watch my YouTubes. If I run into someone, I'm going to jump on my YouTube. If I get someone in Tennessee, now Marty gets busy, so I don't want to call him, but there's a time that I might say, and here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do, Chris? What are you going to do?
A lot of you have never talked to maybe Julie Wen, Marty DeGarmo, Robin Noble. Maybe you've never talked to him. I'm going to hear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he just lives in the chair. Him and the chair definitely became one. I did a short of it.
Here's my gift today.
He's just been in there for weeks.
If I run into someone in Tennessee,
okay,
or even Kentucky before I leave, while I'm out of here, I will personally call one of these guys here and talk to them.
Okay.
Ask Ash Mafar. I did this in Boston. I would call someone and say, Ash, you got a phone call. And he would take it and he would talk to him. So
we haven't found out the official reason why he's red all the time. But I think he like messed with his camera. We made fun of how pale he was. And then he turned red on us. Now he's just our favorite tomato.
I plan on doing that with one of our loudspeakers. I won't tell you who, but you can actually call and request. All right, let me get him on the line. So it should be fun. I want to make this fun. Bill Musk, thank you. Tim Johnson made me a really cool.
Alcoholism can cause redness like that, but I don't think it's alcoholism because, to be fair, everything is red here. If you look, the chairs are a little bit more red than usual. The background picture he has is a little bit red. Even if you pay attention to the wall, it even has like a tint to it. So I do think it's his like camera. He did something to the resolution of his camera and messed with it. I don't want to say that it's alcoholism because I don't have any proof of Marty like drinking. So I can't say that he like drinks even at all. I don't think I've ever seen him with a drink. To tell you the truth, I don't believe we have. But I do think that he fucked with his camera and then he's been red ever since.
Fire yesterday. Bill Musk made me a great video with me and Grace. Check it out. I have it shared on my Facebook and it's really cool. So I love every one of you. God bless you. I got to get trolling and rolling and moving and with the air horn. And back to you, DeGarmo.
Yeah, the funny thing last night when you asked, do we have an air horn? I go, I hope not.
I heard that.
What was I going to tell you? I wanted to say something while you were talking. Anyway, yeah, anybody wants to, I would talk to anybody. I ain't nobody special, but I mean, I would say hi to anybody if I'm available.
Well, okay. I don't normally make comments on the negative channels, but this one was trying to portray that me, Red, and Marty are not friends, and we are the closest of friends that anyone could possibly be. I know the founders know that, but to the rest of the world who are coming in new, we'll do anything for you. All three of us, every one of us will. And I just want to let people know we're not an act. We're not an act.
I talk with Chris more than anybody in ONPASSIVE. No doubt about it. More than anybody anywhere. I don't have any friends at home except my wife.
He's a pain in the butt sometimes. Marty, what do you want? I'm doing something.
And she don't even want to talk to me, right, Dawn?
I talk to Dawn more than Marty talks to her. Huh?
She's nodding her head. She won't even answer.
I talk to Dawn more than Marty. Hey, Dawn, what's he doing? All right, let him. What's up? What's up? I'll talk to you for a couple minutes.
They're talking about talking to your friends. I said, his friends only have Dawn.
And a bird.
Dawn said she doesn't have any friends either. All right, go have a cracker and give him one too. Anyway, I think Chris is frozen. Yeah, he is. Anyway, thanks everybody. Anything pops up, by the way, anything that's important and all our brothers and sisters need to hear, we'll do a live real quick. It doesn't take that long. It's Thursday. What's going on Thursday? Pretty relaxing day. Just make sure you check in the back office. And Friday, obviously, is old Ron with friends or whatever it is. And another thing I want to say, very important.
Here we go.
Papua New Guinea. Getting Papua New Guinea together again. 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM. 2300 hours, which is 2 o'clock Papua New Guinea time, Sunday. Please be there. And let's encourage them and let them know we're still here for them. That's Saturday night, 11 o'clock p.m. until Sunday. No, at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, but it's 2 o'clock in Papua New Guinea.
Well, you guys remember they kind of said we don't want Papua New Guinea, and now they're okay with Papua New Guinea again. They're trying to bring them back, they said.
Sunday. So cool. That's on for Saturday night. Yeah, you got booted off.
I see my hotspot's bouncing. I got two phones trying to keep this going.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can tell because now everything's switched around.
I'm shutting down anyway. I told him if anything pops up and you're available or you're not available, we can do a live real quick and say.
Yeah, I'm always available. It's just me. I have to pull over if something,
do me a favor.
I like the idea that he uses his phone as he's driving to check to see if things are happening with ONPASSIVE, to see if he has to pull over. Maybe don't do that either, Chris.
When you get pulled over, whenever that is, it doesn't matter. Just drop me a line saying I am done.
Okay, well, I'm sorry if I'm boring. Jeez.
Then I know.
You got my 360 that I gave you. You'll be able to track me anywhere I go now.
Uh-oh.
Remember that? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I started to download it. And then,
but I'll still text you. You can call me, dude, anytime.
So, I think that's about all we need to watch of that. After this, they just kind of say goodbye. You guys were asking me, did Chris go and meet up with people? Yes, he went and met up with Bill. Chris will pull over for an ONPASSIVE emergency. And the funny thing is that means that while he's driving, he would literally have to be like checking his phone in order to see, is there an ONPASSIVE emergency going on? But Chris did go and visit with a group of people over at Bill Williams' house. So let's just watch a few moments of that.
This guy somehow got in touch with me by the name of Bill Musk. He said, man, you're having incredible posts. He said, just shoot them to me. We'll make videos. And we started that about 2 months after I got in. And like they said, the rest is history. We make an unbeatable combination. Through the script writing, he's a big videographer, and he's been able to take what my words are and make those words come alive in videos. And there are 3 ways that we process information. Most of us are visionaries.
Mm-hmm. I'm from here, from Georgia. I joined ONPASSIVE in November of 2019. So I've been here for a minute. I must say that just looking around this room, this is what ONPASSIVE is all about.
It's what ONPASSIVE is all about.
Look at his wife. Are you kidding me?
There she is.
Look at this kitchen. This is a kitchen. All right. This lady right here, I feel sorry. You got to clean all this house up. My gosh, I'd go crazy. I'd go crazy. That's why we're downside. Okay, let's start with Ara. Wake up.
Hi, my name is Ara, and I got into ONPASSIVE. I don't know what month, but 2021. And I've been just.
Anything, Bill, please, because you don't have to. And so I go, okay. Yeah. And that was pretty much how we got started.
I got to ask you the same thing. Did he give you laughing gas before you had that? Okay, just check.
No, don't do any of that.
Weird.
And we've been, he and Sheila and I have been
right
for a number of years.
Yeah.
We've done.
Walk down the aisle.
He walked me down the aisle.
I found that out today. I think that's pretty cool.
We did mission work in Kenya for 10 years together, other places. And so it's
right.
Functional. So I do functional and restorative medicine. I got out of 27 years in the ER because it just wasn't working anymore. And I need to have a relationship with patients, but I have a burden on my heart to really care for humanity. And one of my goals is really food, and there's enough food on the planet, and food is not a privilege. It's
there's just like hardly any food at this get together, I guess. They're definitely not eating. Clubbing steel. We have the clubbing steel.
Okay, Sherry, it's all you now.
Well, I'll be brief because I am in total agreement with everything that everybody said. I do believe that Ash is ordained to take this globally, and it's
God.
They're short and sweet. But I am Sherry Bouchier. I've been friends with Dr. Bill and Sheila for about 25 years. I trust them with my life. We've been to Kenya. I've been in the dental.
It would work.
And,
Dr. Bill, we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
So this is why a lot of people are wondering if he's been using his clients, because this meeting does look like an AA meeting, and it looks like a mixture of their personal friends and their clients. A lot of their personal friends are probably also using their practice, by the way. But this is very much like an ONPASSIVE AA meeting, although instead of trying to stay away from ONPASSIVE, they just all talk about how amazing ONPASSIVE is.
He's locked in the bedroom
for an hour.
Yeah, but
taking turns.
I got 9 football channels.
There you go.
And he's got his beer.
And his beer.
His leather chair. And just as long as I give him good food, home cooked food, beer, and in his leather chair, he is a perfectly happy man. Isn't that right, John?
What?
So this is actually up on the Bill Must ONPASSIVE channel. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, it really is just everyone going around the room, and then they're kind of like telling why they joined.
And get people to host Chris as he goes everywhere. He'd never have a cold place. It's always going to be a warm welcome.
And Bill did, and honestly, when Bill found out that I figured out how to work my heater, he said, come on, you can stay in my house. And I really thanks to Bill. That's who I got this thing for. I think it was great. I just would never feel comfortable staying in anyone's house, but the offer was very welcoming to me. And his wife probably said, are you crazy? We don't know the man. Do not let him in the house. But I appreciate it. I'm going to be.
What a way that he throws his wife under the bus there too, eh? He says that their heat stopped working. So Bill Williams here offered to house him and his wife. His wife is going around with him, Chris's wife. And, he says that she said, no, I don't want to. So that's kind of funny.
Before everyone goes, I'm going to get a big picture, hopefully, in front of the Dr. Bill's house and the RV out there. And it'll be a lot of fun. And then y'all got to get out of here because this lady wants to go to bed. I'll tell you right now, we stayed pat. It's almost 4 o'clock. It was 12-2. We broke that rule. That's listen.
That's like no passive webinar.
That's right. A passive webinars never go 2 hours. They always go longer. But thank you. I want everyone to say in a big warm way, thank you, Mr. Ashmafara, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that part too. They thank him at the end, obviously. It's just basically a big worship session where it is very much like AA. They come on, they say, hi, my name is this, and I've been in ONPASSIVE for this long, and this is why I've joined, and this is how I ended up here today. So they talk about how they know Bill. And it's interesting to hear from that many people as to why they're in ONPASSIVE. I just didn't know if you guys would care for us to actually watch the whole thing. So let me know. But Chris is having some meetups. My problem with Chris's road trip is mainly, though, that none of it was planned. So everything is basically like just on the fly. And I don't feel like that's fair to like Bill, for example, and his wife either. You know, like just to be like, hey, I'm going to be around you soon, you know? But if you guys want me to react to the whole thing, I mean, we can sit down and watch it one evening together in the next like week or so. Just let me know if you think it's interesting. Yeah, basically they're saying to Ash, right, Eric? Thank you for taking our money and giving us nothing in return. Yay! And that's the thing is, it's like no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing, they're always praising Ash. And that's basically all they've done all week is just praise Ash and what he's done, even though nothing is going on here as it is supposed to. And so it just goes to show you what kind of like cultish hold Ash has on these people. So going forward, tomorrow, I think it is, either tomorrow or the next day, I'll have to double check. I have a stream set where we're going to be talking about Oat Wallet. The facts for it are pretty funny, so we're going to read through them. And we're going to hear what some of these Oat founders have to say behind the scenes about getting paid. And then also going forward, sometime either at the end of the week or over the weekend, so stay tuned for this, we're going to be talking about ONPASSIVE and the bite model and how it is completely a cult. And then if you guys want me to fit in either the Papua New Guinea or this meetup stream or both at some point, let me know and I can try to fit that into. If not, then we can always do that next week. So let me know, because I honestly don't think much is going to be happening over the next week. So it might be good to have a couple of these streams to react to next week, because next week, I don't know if they're going to have a lot to report. I don't expect much is going to start happening. The traffic is not allocating and hasn't been since the 16th, you know, and no one's getting paid. We're going to be talking about that in depth more tomorrow and or Wednesday. I'm sorry, I don't remember what day I did it for right now. It was a long night. I'm fucking tired right now, but whatever the day the O-Wallet stream is, go look for it. It's up. I set it up right before I streamed too, believe it or not, and I still can't remember. I got Sherry brain, I guess. But I feel like, you know, just watching Chris and Marty again next Monday would also be boring. So I was planning on doing something else next week. So let me know if you want us to react to the PNG. And also, if you want us to do like a whole stream where maybe we can watch all of Chris's meetups by next week too. I'm hoping that anything, because he's apparently been taking video as well. So I'm hoping that then he'll put up anything he has on his road trip. And we can do like a whole stream where we just look at Chris's road trip and what he got up to on his road trip. I thought that would be fun. Today, I just wanted to do like a check-in. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section at the end of the stream, and my replay crew, please. And yeah, no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous rest of your day. It's MLM Monday, so make sure that you go and check out all of the other anti-MLM content that is out here. Can I react to Jerry's pregnancy announcement? If there was one, I probably would. That would be at least fun. So enjoy the rest of your MLM Monday, guys. And yeah, I'll see you really, really soon. Have a fabulous rest of your day. And like always, I appreciate all of you who made it to the stream. You always add so much extra. And most of you are funnier than I am even. So I always love to have you here. So keep on coming. And just to see us out, as always, everybody's favorite ONPASSIVE song. In it to win it. Mwah! Bye!